Hello, internet friends, probably. I can't see the screen on there, but I'm going to assume we are live. It's Saturday night. We are playing Call of Cthulhu. It is quests and chaos. A little bit of both tonight. A lot of both, actually. And many of us are very full of Italian food. So we'll see when the cheese strikes back.
I got a burger.
With a bowl of cheese.
Yeah?
Little blue cheese.
Blue cheese.
Well,
Little bowl of blue cheese. Little bowl of blue cheese.
Greek. Greek, not Italian, Greek.
We found a really amazing Italian place
Greek?
in Fremont that we do recommend. They were fantastic.
Great servers.
Not a sponsor.
Right.
Not a sponsor.
Not
yet.
Can I be there when you go there and explain this whole thing and go?
It might explain our behavior a
Would
little
you be a sponsor? And they're like, what?
Oh, after a few of their drinks, we'll do it.
Uh-oh.
They're good.
Their cocktails were delicious.
Yeah.
So, yes, the players are drunk. I'm just drunk on power. But we are so glad you are spending part of your geekend with us. We really appreciate it. And we're back on Twitch, where we belong.
Hey.
And we have moved the goalposts once again so
more
that we
time.
can win, because that's all that matters. So we have adjusted Tavern Upkeep to be a more realistic goal. So now Tavern Upkeep is $1 million.
As opposed to 1.5.
Yeah.
Much more realistic.
Way more
pinky?
realistic.
Yeah, all right. But that means we can hit it more often, which means we can give you stuff. So when we hit Tavern Upkeep, we will do a giveaway of a Nord Games book of your choice. And they mean that so much that they put it in a different color in the text. That's how much they mean it. No purchase necessary. You must be present in the live stream to win. We'll probably make you write something embarrassing in the stream to do it, because that's how we roll. Our Tavern Upkeep today, right now, 72%. If we get to 75%, I'm going up. Wait a minute, 73%. We have breaking news.
Updated live.
I'm like Ed McMahon at a Jerry Lewis telethon. Let's see those numbers. 73%. If we get to 75%, I will go into my closet and randomly pull out something that I will give to one of our Patreons.
Ezra, you've been threatening this for months.
Yeah, and we haven't gotten close.
Yeah, but we're real close now.
Yeah, I know.
So close.
We're so close.
But we don't want to lose our precious patrons.
Yeah, and trust me, some of the things that I would give away, they'd be like, I don't want this crap. What the... man, 70s RPG supplements. Oof.
That art. I want to see that art.
Yeah, it's really the art. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
The art will do something for you.
The tables.
We
tables.
are giving a special thanks to Ajun, or Ajun, who knows, for supporting us with a 1-month membership. I guess on Twitch, they joined on Twitch.
Oh, cool.
I don't know what a 1-month membership is. On Patreon. Oh, our newest Patreon. There we go. So Ajun is our newest Patreon. Since
I might say it
you
too.
joined as an inspirational leader, is that like a level?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, how delusional are our member titles.
Go look at the
Yeah,
Patreon
you said
sometime.
you listened to the podcast.
That's like what Kim Jong-un calls himself, not what we call.
It is what we call it.
We have an inspirational leader. Well, Ajun, you are an inspiration to us all, and the kind of leader we need. Not the leader we want, but the leader we need.
I mean, that is the name of a feat in D&D.
Ugh,
Inspiring leader.
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know. You just don't pay attention to the biggest role-playing game in the world.
Talk about Thaco, though.
Yeah. I pay attention to the old versions. That's cooler. As the bumper sticker says, I played D&D before it was cool. But because you are an inspirational leader, we're going to give out inspiration over the next 3 months. So today, by your request, apparently, I'm getting 4 bits from you.
Whoa, hold on. This wasn't part of the deal.
That sounds
Funny story.
They always backfire on him. It's fine.
I
Don't
have
always. Sometimes you
Agent's
hurt
bits,
us.
and I still have 3 cheese bits.
Cheese bits.
Cheese
300
bag.
Delicious.
cheese bits, pardon me.
Delicious.
he's gonna murder us.
They're carrying over.
they were
This
cheese
session I might. We're playing.
Sweet.
We're playing in a time when there are swords and everybody is quick to use them. But some people have decided that I don't get to be the only one that gets nice stuff. I don't care for those people. I have questions. I question their loyalty, but what are you going to do?
Did you tell them that we don't have any accounting in this time period?
That is a real shame.
It's the number one
there is
thing.
accounting.
What are you talking
It's a bit of
about?
thought.
Yeah.
I don't have any.
You used all of your accounting bits on non-accounting
I
roles.
regret
And let me tell you, I talked to my buddy Cheese yesterday. He was on Twitch. The single tear rolled down.
And it looked like a dollar sign.
Yeah, it was pure cheese. Just cheese dripped out of his eye. Yeah. It was a single cheese tear. But my favorite Skyrim joke, since Tiana was just humming the soundtrack, but we don't want to get DMCA'd or whatever. Yeah, the Dragonborn. You were doing
I
that.
guess.
Yeah.
I just had a tune in my head. I didn't know what it was from.
I still remember the words to that damn song.
Damn, man.
Oh, the da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah,
That one, okay.
Dovakin. But Kadaji
Anyway.
is here with 500 bits to the players. Good catch. Wow, even a broke clock. And
It's Khajiit. Like, it's not even the same word. It's...
yeah, but it's close enough.
Yeah.
Poor buddy.
You don't let facts get in the way of a running gag. That's how it becomes a running gag.
He is correct.
Yeah.
Reincorporation
Okay, yeah.
We
fixes
know you
all
love it.
Jokes don't
ills.
care about your feelings, Dan.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, some jokes do. Speaking of jokes and Dane's feelings,
Uh-oh.
Patreons, hang around for Last Call of Cthulhu when you will get to see what is covering Dane's legs. That's I've just retitled the segment.
Sure.
What's covering Dane's legs?
Last week we neglected to reveal
'Cause they were boring.
Because it was a classic switcheroo where I had and I'll tell everyone it was a pair of cargo shorts because I was wearing crazy short. But today,
It was,
boy,
it was the dad shorts.
yeah. I'm surprised we
And
can.
you're wearing multiple, right?
I'm surprised
no
we can
one-
hear each other over my shorts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So keep that.
Nice hit.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Yeah, the 80s call.
I was trying to think of a clue that wouldn't just give it away right away.
That was a good one.
That was a pretty good one. Yeah.
Should I highlight that one for you?
See, that's what I was going to go with, but that was too obvious. That's just too obvious.
It's like a traffic cone right in the middle of the road. You gotta swerve around it.
We also have 500 bits from Smokage,
Smokage.
Smokage,
I'd say smoke age.
Smokage.
You said that last week,
Smokage. But if it was Smokage, wouldn't there be an E?
Hey, you know what, Ezra? Facts don't get in the way of it. So you just.
All right, Smokage.
Kage.
Yeah, I like
it.
Smokage. It's funnier.
Sorry if
And
that's not it, but it's not.
Can I get smoke okay?
$5, same as in town. That joke.
Look, it's a bit.
That joke could get us kicked off of something.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm going to go take a nap. Let me know when you're back.
yeah.
Remember his joke.
The quote on this one is something that I think we can all do. I think we've already established, if this bit was conditional, check the box. It just says, please don't kill me.
Why would we kill our valued viewers?
Yeah.
Oh!
I didn't touch it.
Off
You
the
just
rim.
bounced it.
Off the
rim.
That
It
was
went
so close.
That coffee.
I gotta say the ruckus
Yeah,
cup.
ruckus.
The ruckus cup shielded my
Man.
coffee.
He treated that bit like a door.
He did.
Oh, man. See, I sometimes watch this crap.
You do. Well done on the joke there.
Thank you so much for those bits, Kadaji and Smokaji. See, they can
Oh, I like it now.
run. Came around.
Boy, I hate
Came
it.
around.
Now I like it.
Much appreciated. So we started. Well, who did we say who was going to do the recap last
Nope.
time?
No, I didn't know we were doing a recap.
All right, so I'll do a very quick recap. Some stuff happened. Tears, laughs, hugs,
Blood.
blood.
Kisses.
Different colored blood.
Antonio,
Antonio's there.
a vampire, machine guns,
Beheading.
beheading,
A reveal.
a reveal,
A reveal.
a bowl, a bell, a very large bell,
Father issues.
father issues.
That's just the game.
Yeah, that's the full. Just the whole.
It was all there. But the players left Venice not at all in a hurry.
No, we didn't, because we had to stay in a hospital for a long time. We
so-
actually.
Oh, and a kiss.
Not in a hurry, yeah.
Yes, we got kisses
Yeah.
on
And a
now.
kiss.
Yes.
Kisses on.
Yes, in honor of Seal, it was the kiss with a rose in the face or whatever.
An interrupted kiss.
Well, we can't have good moments without them being broken.
And yes, then we had a moment of pathos. And so after a couple days in the hospital, and Erna and Rudy working on some translation, you board the Orient Express, headed for Trieste, which is where you know the next piece of the simulacrum is. And as you go, Erna begins to relate the story of this scroll that she has, the Devil's Simulare. The Simulare in Latin is replica. So the Devil's Replica, it's an illuminated manuscript written in Latin by an anonymous Cistercian monk around 1260 and based on earlier material by monks who were in Constantinople following the Fourth Crusade. The material was taken to Venice when the Venetian Crusaders departed there. It was bound into a single volume in 1505 by an Italian craftsman whose binding imprint and date are still in the flyleaf. The volume tells a continuous narrative concerning the Fourth Crusade and the sack of Constantinople, with, in appropriate form for our art, digressions stressing moral and theological lessons. Gesundheit.
Excuse me.
Beautiful illuminations accompany the work, including medieval depictions of a curved cimeter with a serpent's head on the pommel, a suit of armor which seems to have two faces, one looking forward and one looking back, and a fire-breathing dragon.
Shut up.
I know.
No way.
Are we getting dragon?
Also, I think Ren's allergic to morals.
Wait, when you meet the character that I'm playing tonight, you will understand.
So as Erna is telling this story, the
Yeah,
camera...
she said all of that.
I know.
All that.
This is an illuminated manuscript.
And much more eloquently than what he did.
Oh yeah, way better, way better.
The camera pulls out of the train as we watch the train choo-chooing across, and it pans to the Dalmatian coast. And it closes in all the way down the coast to Constantinople. And Constantinople is smoking. It is on fire.
Is the background soundtrack the keening woman
Enya is here.
No,
Yeah, yeah.
no, like the in any
Middle Eastern
yeah.
setting? It's
Some
like
Ofra Haza kind of thing. Yeah.
yeah.
that kind of a
Assassin's
thing.
Creed do that.
Yeah.
No, oh yeah.
Yeah. A lot of mandolins.
And we meet our characters as the camera pulls in to Constantinople as boats are assaulting, as the assault on Constantinople, a city which has never fallen, this attack, it's a joint attack by Venetians and Frankish knights. Our journey started in Venice, where the Crusaders needed boats to get to the Holy Land, and the Venetians said, well, we can make you boats. Do you have any money? The Crusaders had no money yet. And so the Venetians said, tell you what, if you go take over this city in Yugoslavia for us that we recently lost, we'll give you the boats. So the Crusaders said, sure. And they went to Zara in what is today Yugoslavia. I think it's actually today Slovenia. They went to Zara and took it over and gave it back to Venice. So number of Christians killed? Many. Number of non-Christians killed? So far, none in this crusade. And they came back to Venice, and as they were coming back to Venice, the son of the scion of the Byzantine emperor said, "Hey, guys, I'd love to be emperor. You put me on the throne, and I could take care of you." And the Crusaders said, "Okay."
It's nice to have the emperor owe us a favor.
And proceeded to siege Byzantium, which is where we find ourselves. And so now, by way of introduction for your characters, I'm going to ask each of you to tell me one thing you have done in this assault on the city that you regret?
Oh.
So the essential plan, you are all Frankish knights or retinue, and you are attacking through a sea bridge that, for one of the first times in history, they essentially built bridges out of boats, all those boats the Venetians made. And they built a high bridge on the mast so that you could get to the wall. And you essentially charge over for the first wave and assault the gate tower to open the sea gate. Meanwhile, the Venetian navy is bottling up the Bosporus and decimating the Byzantine navy. So anybody have something they regret they did?
I mean, can it just be something bad that you don't regret?
Yeah, no, when I say regret, I mean...
Yeah, because I mean...
I'm trying to think of something I regret.
For me, it's who gets in there first to get at the loot. And so I want to beat the Venetians, so I definitely give information to my own troops that pushes forward but gets them killed so that I can get in there as soon as possible.
So yeah, a bunch of men-at-arms are like running forward. You're like, go left, and they go left in the hot oil.
And just like, well, not like to die, but to like, this needs to be weakened so we can get in fast. I'll lie and be like, we have the advantage here. Go in and go hard and you'll be fine. And then like, well, they softened it up for me.
So a takeaway from that might be that if we want to put a good line on it, you're very goal-oriented.
Yes. I'm about
If it's on your CV, it's a bullet point on your CV. Goal-oriented.
Yeah, goal-oriented.
Well, also time efficient.
Yes. You made a good use of those resources.
Can I selfishly ask for a name and a brief description?
Yeah.
Of who?
Andre.
Andre, yeah. I think
So you are a knight.
Yeah, I know that much.
For the fan art.
For the fan art I'm going to make.
I want to
Me, Pooja. I'm Pooja, and I'm going to make fan art. So
taller on the leaner side. He's definitely got the size. I'm thinking short blonde, like closely cut hair, but like not well cut, just trying to keep it low during military times. I kind of want to say, sure, go with like Romanesque features. So like,
the Venetians will hate you.
Well, I hate them already.
Yeah.
I hated them before it's cool.
bumper sticker says.
Yeah. So Renaud and Andre are both knights and are technically bound by oaths of chivalry, but every knight, chivalry only matters when it matters. Although for some knights they take it, usually the dead knights are the ones that,
Very, yeah.
Also, notably the knights that we didn't choose for the.
yeah.
Did you have a problem with anything I did?
God, no.
Okay.
Kidding?
Get to the money.
Got the job done.
All right, there we go.
What's something that you...
So I'm Sister Bernadette, Bernadetta, and I am a nun. I am a slight woman, very small, older woman, face lined with creases and signs of age. I'd say maybe like a bronzer, darker skin. And I'm essentially a nun, right? Mm-hmm. A Christian nun.
Yeah. So you were an anchoress.
Right.
So you are a mystic. You have visions that you believe are apocalyptic, Christian tinged. I know how the world's going to end. Let me tell you about it, sort of things. And you chose to remove yourself from society so that you could focus completely on your relationship with God and your visions. But unfortunately, these Frankish knights bulled into your abbey in Zara and said, "You're coming with us," and you're like, "All right."
Yeah. So I would say that the thing that I regret is that during this time of upheaval and chaos, I entered a sacked church that was, for all intents and purposes, abandoned. And in there, they had a relic that I saw was unguarded, and there was a member of the church dying next to it, and instead of helping them, I took the relic. Yes. So I have a finger joint of Saint Judge, patron saint of desperate causes. So I did a little ransacking of my own.
Yes, the looting happens all over there.
I essentially was going in to look for texts and ended up not finding those.
You got a little thingy.
We got a little fingy. Yeah.
What?
So
The real treasure was the fingers we found along the way.
Yeah.
Thingies.
Sister Bernadetta, very, very quiet, unassuming. Her habit is very close to her face, no hair showing, and quite older. But she holds this.
How do your visions manifest themselves? Are they dreams? Do you go into an episode?
I think that this is kind of connected to the anchorissing, if you could call it that. But she sees visions in smoke. So
Boy, did you come to the right place.
yeah. So previously, she would douse candles or put out fires and read the smoke that way. I think she's taken to cigars to read the smoke of cigars. She doesn't inhale them, but to read them, she'll take draws and find messages that way. But yeah, in smoke.
She tried it but never inhaled.
Yeah.
She's never inhaled.
Renaud, what have you done in the last 2 days?
I overslept the invasion.
Deep regret. Wow.
Yeah, probably
I missed out on.
I had a little bit too much to drink the night before. There was a camp follower that I got a little bit involved with. And when I woke up, the fight had already started. So I missed out on the fight. How dare.
Reminds me of a certain Olympian.
You're in time for the looting, so
Yeah, but
most
I
important
wanted
part.
to do the fighting. God.
I point over some bodies. I did the fighting.
Yeah, but they didn't do it as good as I would have,
Oh.
obviously. Renaud is, about 6 even, something like that. Built kind of like a football linebacker, but the lazy kind. Just doesn't care. Messy mop of black hair. Fairer skin, dark brown eyes, and just kind of looks like he's sulking his way through everything.
And Eloise, what's something you did?
Yes,
You-
Eloise. I just got here with my mistress, Marie de Champagne.
Champagne.
My French is very good.
Champagne.
Or my Frank is very good, I suppose.
She's only really that if she's from the area.
Well, she is.
So she's
Otherwise,
legit.
she's just sparkling Frank.
Sparkling Frank was my frat nickname.
Was it? Interesting.
A lot of glitter in that.
I think that she regrets so far that she hasn't gotten any juicy gossip yet. She's just witnessed a lot of looting. I mean, there is certainly some things that are politically interesting about what's happening, but Marie is perfectly capable of witnessing that herself. I don't think she's had the opportunity to get anything that is of value, any knowledge. She has just seen atrocities, and
So, who are you a
Who
spy
cares about
for?
atrocity?
Marie.
Okay, so you're a spy, and
And I trust her. We are
and who does Marie serve?
boon companions. Who does she serve?
Yeah, or does she have machinations of her own? She's the wife
Of Count Baldwin.
Yes.
I would say she has machinations of her own, and we are in some ways confidants in that though my position is not as high as hers, we work together in these machinations.
Good word. Machinations.
Machinations, yes. And the coming to this place was calculated because this seems like a place of upheaval and places for power changing.
And you would know that both of the Frankish counts who have come here, there are 2 camps of Franks. Your camp, the Baldwins, and then also the who are the other ones? Fudge.
I'm curious.
The Boniface.
Boniface?
With Marquis Boniface of Montserrat. And both of the Frankish counts are angling to take over and become Byzantine emperor.
Right, and that would be beneficial to Marie.
Yes, that is a.
So I'm angling for that to happen. And I haven't found the angle yet. And so I regret that I have not been sharp enough to see that. You know, been a little bit distracted by all of the rampant sacking. Just messy.
Well,
horribly messy.
And the talk among the Count's people is just that like he is actually very upset because both of the Frankish camps have kind of gone feral and are just looting.
It's like a frat house.
And you know
to the untrained eye,
according
We know
to
what
the
we're
Count's
doing.
restrictions, women and children are not supposed to be harmed, and all of the loot is to be shared. And there's a pool in which yeah, there's a whole system, and everyone is ignoring that system and enriching
I
themselves.
get promised a pool
Yeah.
so often, and I have not yet gotten one.
Oh, I see what you did there.
yeah, I see it too.
Yeah.
Also, there's a pool in my bag of treasure.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Yes,
be
I'm eyeing a
swimming in it.
particular.
Yeah. Andre and Renaud both walk by with like sacks of like paintings and things.
I was going to the pool.
Beeline for a jewelry store. I go straight to the. No, there's a different reason to be in first.
Steel gauntlet.
I want things that I can move. Like
Yeah,
small pieces.
so you were actually looting during the fighting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I did
So-
some fighting.
So just to finish off quickly, so I think she hasn't found the angle in which to have her aims take hold yet, and she is disappointed in herself in that. And yes, Eloise is in her 30s, is a very conventionally attractive person, has sort of blonde ringlets and bright blue eyes, and seems very composed at all times. But charming. Yeah.
I give that 5 minutes.
I'm giving myself a challenge where I'm going to not.
She's playing against type.
I'm not going to be flappable. I'm not going to
No
be
flapping.
flappable.
We're trying to do
Yeah, we're switching.
I get to be the F boy.
It's the looting of Constantinople. When are you going to be flappable then?
Every other time.
You're missing out.
The Venetians,
Uh-huh.
in contrast to the Franks, are sort of systematically trying to dismantle Constantinople and take it back to Venice. So they are like very, so whereas the Franks are like, I found a jewelry store. The Venetians are like, that obelisk. We need that. And so they are like dismantling the city.
And either way, if we are taking over, this is a huge oversight.
And so the city is essentially split into 3 camps. 4 if you count the refugees, but no one does. There is the Venetian quarter. They're not quarters because there's 3 of them. But the 2 Frankish camps. Your camp is, here's a lovely map of, your camp is based in the former palace, the Blacherne Palace. Then there is the Venetian camp, which is based around the Hippodrome, actually.
Ooh, I like that name.
The Hippodrome is what it sounds like. It's a massive stadium. And there is the Boniface camp with the Marquis. They are located at the largest palace, Bukelion
They
Palace.
got the big palace?
They got the big palace.
I'm so sorry.
Boniface, currently, Marquis Boniface is the betting choice for who will be the new emperor.
Oh, on the map is the Hagia Sophia, which was the little art thing that
Yes,
Rudy got Erna.
The Hagia Sophia, which at this point is a Christian church. One of the things that has happened as you have all gone mad, as they've gone mad with
They have.
looting, is you've heard that a troupe of actors
Oh.
have taken over the Hagia Sophia and are performing plays
Plays?
in that holy space.
That is hilarious.
There is a time and place for stories, but this is not the time or
This is
place.
no.
They are
Perfect
degrading that most holy of spaces.
Hey, we should go watch them.
Yes. We fill our pockets.
Upgrading
Obviously.
this unholy place is Firehawk Shadow Child,
Whoa.
or Chili. I'm not sure. Maybe it's Firehawk Shadow Chili.
Chilled
Chile.
roll until the Dark Tower came.
But 500 bits, a crusading coin to the players. Oh man.
Good block. Good block.
I was moving my coffee just in case.
So this is the second day after the fall. You two have been looting, it sounds like.
Oh, yeah.
I
Ignoring.
feel like I'm all looted out, to be honest. I went for small
What?
denominations. I got extra.
It's like the buffet. You filled up on bread.
Honestly, but I mean, I came out with handfuls of treasure and started to like essentially bribe other like French soldiers to do things to kind of fill in for me not doing anything.
Yeah, that works. And you have all received a summons to the Blachernay Palace to be in front. To the Count has demanded your presence.
Well, certainly.
What does the
Such
everyday
an
life
excellent job.
here?
We're going to be commended.
So for you, it's very strange because you've only recently you've only recently been around people.
Right.
So this is weird. And you're around so many people
Yeah,
right now.
it's pretty intimidating, sure.
And you also are new to this Frankish camp. So you're still figuring out who, who's what name, that sort of thing.
I think that I'm probably trying to preserve any knowledge so it doesn't get completely obliterated in the sacking. So I'm trying to find places where there aren't a lot of people and looking for texts and things.
So the streets are not safe right now. So, they
I'm
will.
small, I keep to the shadows,
well,
to
and
the alleys.
Honestly, every time you leave, 2-minute-arms will just go with you reflexively.
great.
Like when you leave, because the Count has let it be known that you are a valued part of his retinue. So
my God, okay.
they don't want anything to happen to you.
That's me.
So
You're small and fragile.
Yeah.
He doesn't want you to break.
That's fine.
you are brought. You appear. You are already at Blachernay Castle.
Yeah, I'm here.
Everyone else, you arrive and you are brought before both the Count and his brother, Henry of Flanders. You know that this is a unique meeting because no one else is here. There are no aides, there are no servants. This is all
Marie
being...
here?
No.
Okay. Well, she'll hear about it later anyway, so it's fine.
Before you, Count Baldwin of Flanders, most of your liege. He is the soldier. His brother, Henry, is much more the sort of schemer and kind of planning things. Baldwin is something of a blunt instrument. He is very good at pointing himself at things and pounding them, but
And
he
we
doesn't.
love that about him. He's a tool.
Yes, he doesn't. He doesn't really consider
He's a tool.
He doesn't really think about what's going to happen.
He just
he-
goal-oriented.
So you just point him in the right direction. And then...
He has a saying. He always says, "That will work itself out. It's in God's will."
Well, in that we can agree.
Yes. By the way, friends, I just want to share that there's going to be a lot of religious stuff in this episode.
Yeah.
Some of it of not a positive nature because Crusades, and it's totally okay. if we hit a part that you don't like, fast forward a little. That's fine. And to the players at the table, you have the X card. I asked ahead of time if you had any lines about Christianity. None of you did, but you don't know until you know.
Right.
So if something starts to happen that you're uncomfortable with in terms of us ripping Christianity a new one,
Rudy would be aghast.
Rudy's X card. Ripping Christianity a new one, you say. Can I help? You can. You will.
So the palace has been relatively untouched because everybody just fled from it. As soon as the walls fell, all the rich people left town immediately. So the palace is still in relatively good shape. There is very organized looting going on here where things are being put in boxes, and this is a marked difference between the streets where it's just mania. And as you are sort of arrive, Henry and Charles are looking at a map of the city, and Charles is in sort of mid-rant about, soldiers shouldn't act like this. Discipline, whatever happened. And
I just exchange a look with Andre.
Shameful.
Terrible.
And the Count will look up and say, good, all right, you're here. I have personally chosen each of you because, well, 2 of you are smarter than me, and 2 of you are stronger than me. And 1 of you kind of freaks me out. Just does things I don't understand. And that will be very helpful.
I look placid. Passively placid, like I have no idea what he's talking about. I know exactly what he's talking about.
Eloise is sizing everyone up. Okay, who's most likely to be freaky?
She's not the strong one. I'm the smart one.
Anything?
You can't find the mark at the table. You're the mark at the table. So, we have found an insane priest who's babbling on about cults and ridiculous things going on in this town. And there's the Venetians are up to something.
Of course they are.
I know it.
are.
You know it.
Every time.
So, we're going to get ahead of them. We have captured this Venetian priest who has heard the Doge and his men talking about this cult. I want you to go talk to this priest, figure out what he knows, and find whatever it is they're talking about. Because whatever it is, we're going to take it, and we are going to make sure that it is taken care of and not being defiled by the Venetians.
Amen.
Certainly, we wouldn't want any defilement.
If you find dark magic, destroy what you can. Bring back any item or relic that looks... I don't know how you know what a relic is. You would know.
I may know.
Yes. Bring it back to me. We need to take that to the Pope.
Of course.
I want to offer you a resource. There's a leper, Merrivac. He's my occult person. He knows the things that I shouldn't know. He's on a boat in the harbor. If you find things, you can talk to Merrivac. He might be able to point you in the right direction. I trust Merrivac implicitly. I trust each of you implicitly. I trust Henry implicitly. Thus ends the list of people I trust implicitly.
Your liege, may I ask a question?
Of course.
You speak of a cult. Are there any other key words that may be associated with them that could help us focus our searches?
Hopefully, that's what the priest will tell you. I do not want to talk to some crazy priest that's raving in a church. That's what I have you people for.
We are happy to track down this misled group and bring them to salvation.
That it's God's will. Bring them to God's justice.
And we will do just that.
Now, no one must know about this. You've probably noticed there's something going on in those streets. I don't know why, but order has broken down. The men are not adhering to my orders. I'm convinced these Venetians are doing something to drive people into a frenzy.
Oh, some kind of witchcraft?
Possibly.
Could only be explained by dark forces.
Possibly. So, if you see people being mistreated, help them. But that's a secondary mission to the main mission. Also, this alliance between myself, that Poppin' J Boniface, and the Doge is teetering on the brink of disaster. So, don't do anything to damage the current political situation. Unless it makes Boniface look bad, then consider it.
As always, you are very wise.
Is that you saying that or my wife saying that? All right, well, if you need anything, ask Merivak. He can get you equipment. He can get you things that I don't want to know that you have.
Mum's the word, sir.
We are holding the priest at the Northern Basilica at the Theodosian Forum. You should be able to make it there. Wow, if on horseback, you could probably make it there in an hour.
We call it cab.
Reggie pays for it. Somehow.
They can't carve U's, so it's a Vuber.
The technology doesn't exist yet, okay?
Yeah.
Curved lines are hard.
Yeah.
The car part is fine.
The car part is fine.
The you.
When I was at Pompeii,
No U-turns, only V-turns.
they actually had part of the forum still there, and all the names were carved across it. And you couldn't. I was like, what do all the names mean? And literally, they were the families that paid for the rebuilding of the forum.
Oh.
So it's like a sport event,
Sponsors wall.
They had the sponsor wall all the way around the forum because a couple years before the eruption, there was an earthquake that kind of destroyed the whole forum. And so they went around to all the wealthy families, and everybody that donated got their name carved into the forum walls.
And,
No use.
and it carried their names into the eternity.
That's right.
So, you
That's right.
you can't ask for much better investment than that.
Yeah.
My lord, before we leave,
Yes.
would you permit me to take a reading of your situation?
Steps back are taken.
Yeah, same.
Henry comes up and whispers something in his brother's ear. So what do I need to do?
Nothing. Just permit me to consult with the Lord.
All right, no touching, right?
No licking.
I take out from my cock of the eyebrow. From my robes, I take out a half-smoked cigar and I puff on it a little bit, and I close my eyes and I have my rosaries in my hand with the cigar. And
Well, that's one way to
Make me a POW roll.
okay,
I'm watching with great interest.
I'm slightly mortified.
Regular,
29 out of 85.
Hard.
so that's a hard. So once again, if you look on that character sheet, it'll list out your, the three.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So yeah, you have a hard success. So the smoke whirls around, and
So I blow it out, and then it mixes with the coming out of the end of the cigar. So I have the.
And you see a column and water lapping against the bottom of that column, and in the column is a face.
My lord, my vision may not pertain to you, but to our mission. So if it pleases you, I will keep this information from your ears to prevent any untoward thoughts. Amen.
That just gave me untoward thought. What? Fine. You can go. And he, as you leave, he like leans to Henry and goes, I thought Merovac was bad. So you head out and you are given horses. Yeah.
So
I think,
I'm lingering back with Andre, and like as the two ladies are ahead. Just
Yeah.
So we're stuck with a crazy person.
I hope they're crazy.
I'm like. That was good. That was good.
I think Eloise will walk ahead and like take your arm. And,
Oh, thank you, dear.
yes.
I am shuffling.
Yeah.
I'm doing the old lady shuffle.
Just to give support.
Yeah, of course. And what is your name? Do we all know each other?
You know of each other.
Okay.
Eloise knows all of you.
Yeah. Probably has dossiers on all of us.
Yes, it's all in the...
I waved during the looting.
It's all in your.
She
it's all your
works at
Google Doc.
disappointment with you. Yes, Eloise has a Google Doc.
And what is your name?
It's a stone tablet.
Yeah.
It's a scroll.
Eloise of Flanders.
Oh,
It is an honor to meet you.
bless you, my child.
Thank you. It means a great deal.
I'm Sister Bernadette.
Yes, I've heard of you.
Oh. I have unfortunately not been around very long in society, but
Well,
I appreciate anything I may miss. You can fill me in on.
of course, you should consider me a friend.
And I pat your hand.
Yeah,
I do.
yeah.
I feel your warmth coming from your heart.
Yep.
I know exactly what's going on.
Do you?
I mean, unless you want me to
I can roll
for
persuade.
it. I mean, I got an 80 in intelligence.
Yeah.
I feel like I.
So
Well,
insight would be the skill that you're looking for there.
Okay.
Insight is sort of psychology in this version.
Oh, okay.
Oh
gotcha.
God, I have no insight.
Can I roll persuade as a...
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Aw, man. Yeah, you see me.
All right.
Success.
Yeah, so you know her for what she is.
My dear, I appreciate you staying as close as you can to me.
And I will.
Of course.
Oh boy.
Do you know anything of the soldiers that are accompanying us?
Oh, they mean well.
You guys are
Another insight
you
check.
guys are behind.
Yeah, we're ahead of you.
Yeah,
They're ahead.
Yeah, they're like getting the horses set up and everything.
Thoughts?
I'm
She's gonna
afraid.
give us untoward thoughts?
I can't. As long as she doesn't like rat out the fact that we went out looting, it's fine.
I'm
You don't
afraid
believe
that
any
they
of this dark
have
magic
gotten...
shit, do you?
Yes, I do.
they've
And
gotten-
she's good at it, apparently.
I'm afraid they've gotten very fired up with all of the
Excitement.
excitement. Yes,
It
They're-
is understandable.
yes. One could call them flappable.
Not like you, my dear.
I'm the opposite of that.
I see no flaps.
I don't think flappable is the.
It is now.
Yeah.
It is unflappable.
We retconned
flappable.
history.
You know what?
Look, we're not speaking Middle English.
I'm currently flapped about the fact that our buddy Lope from Thailand
Hey, Laurel.
has given us 500 bits. Yeah!
You've been destroyed! Oh, crushed! Yes! And you want a teddy bear!
Don't drink the coin.
No!
For the podcast listeners,
They heard it. That noise is very distinctive.
podcast listeners, I rule.
I think we need more context than
I
that.
almost spat my coffee out. And
Tastes
that would
like
have been a shame.
advantage.
Oh, you take that back. Tastes like a bonus die.
You get it in, I say what I want.
Jesus Christ.
Lope has a question.
Oh.
That most of you probably won't. But since we're playing Cthulhu Dark Ages, they asked the opinion on the Call of Cthulhu belief magic system and the channeling skill. And here's where I tell Lope that I threw all of that away.
Lope. Lope loves the,
Yeah, I know.
the mechanics.
Well, here's the thing.
Not with
It doesn't matter.
Shut
Play
it
Mage the
down.
Ascension.
Here's the thing, Lope. I actually don't mind that particular magic system, and I actually kind of like the whole channeling thing. But especially for a one-shot, it's a little too much. It's a little gilding of the lily, and so I tend to just sort of make stuff up and streamline it all. Also, my one challenge with that system is that I fundamentally don't believe in magic without a cost, and I think that magic without a cost is kind of not very Call of Cthulhu. And so I much prefer, but I also don't like the cost just being like, you lose sanity, you know? And so,
Too simple.
but also I want to incentivize players to do things that will lead to their ruin, but I don't want that ruin to be generic Call of Cthulhu ruin number 7.
Yeah, I was going to say you're very good at letting us negotiate how magic happens and how we use it anyways. So like, I feel like if you wanted us to do magic, you could just work with us for like, hey, here's the vibe I'm going for that I think will fit really well for this.
Yeah, so for example, Sister Bernadetta's divination stuff wouldn't really fit in those rules. And so, you know, let's rule it and let's
Sounds good.
find where...
Maybe Reggie will find some...
Lung cancer. It's just going to be lung cancer. That's the price.
I'm very in favor of Rule of Cool and always have been. And another one that has been common in the games that I've been playing is Succeed at a Cost.
Yeah, or as I like to call it, no butt. That joke was for Alondra. Who, by the way, thank you, Thomas, on the zeros and ones, and thank you, Alondra, for the super cool overlay with the new characters and everything and the awesome graphics. And B, just being Alondra.
Yeah.
And for the character sheet, thank you.
Yeah, the like crazy eyes look over here.
Oh, there it is.
So much
She's giving us a gesture of respect.
She loves us so much.
She's saying you're number 1.
With the wrong finger, but you know, we'll work on that.
Where's a sleep storm when you need it? We have a sleep storm from Kadaji, who's throwing another 1,000 bits.
Ooh.
Oh, too hard.
Bye.
Darn it.
They're both gone. Kadashi, they're both
I'm
gone.
not going to go get that, so give us 2 more.
Man.
But like gently.
Yes, I will.
Gently.
This time they can't go off the table.
It can't go off the table.
Go off the table.
That one only went off the table because, oh man,
That was off the table.
Thank you.
Got that one.
I'm drunk on power now that I got one.
Oh man, I should have used a coin on my persuasion against you.
I don't know if you just heard the sirens going off.
Is that 75%?
I have to go in my closet.
Hey!
I'm gonna need like a mask with the dust and the spiders and who knows what else. So, put #chaos in the chat. Somebody that puts it in there, I'm gonna go in my closet. I will get Rachel to film it.
Yes.
It's gonna be like Geraldo going into Al Capone's vault, except I'm actually gonna find something. And
That Geraldo
We already
Rivera.
know it's going to be disappointing, though.
I watched 2 hours of that.
I'm sure you did.
I think I remember that. I don't
was
think
like
I
in
paid
the
attention to it, but I
yeah.
remember.
I will be giving somebody some no doubt wonderful thing from one of my 3 tubs of RPG crap. So you're welcome.
Selling it.
Yes.
You know, you've been collecting for what, 40 years?
I don't like this game.
Antiques.
I'm actually terrified to open that bin because something is going to try and eat me.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't be a proper Call of Cthulhu expedition if something wasn't trying
That's
to
right.
eat you.
That's right.
It's just going to be one of your cats.
Lucy chewing at your ankles.
Also possible.
Gibbering mouther.
Yeah. Oh man.
Or a gibbering moother.
Yeah.
There's like 5 people who
A
get that
cow
right
with a
now.
bunch of... Oh, wow, that's terrifying. Thank you all so much for the bits. Now let's spend them. So yeah, you both, Renaud and Andre, have gotten some horses ready. The ladies, of course, ride side saddle.
Of course.
And I look great doing it.
You have all probably not ridden a horse in quite some
No, I'm very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I have gone, my paleness
Oh,
has gotten ashen. Yes.
you poor dear.
Yeah.
So
Am I next to you?
I suspect one of us like lifted her up and strapped her in.
yeah. So you are riding horses through town. You are riding up a hill to where the forum is, and you are in a part of the town that hasn't been sacked as much. But as you're heading towards the Theodosian Forum, you are you now crest the hill and you're coming down, and you are headed into the flats where the city is still on fire. There's smoke everywhere. It is awful. And at the top of the hill, you're stopped by a checkpoint, and you're Frankish knights, so they just let you right through. And right after you pass the checkpoint, a man comes running up to you, a man in rags, like torn clothes, bleeding, and he like grabs onto both of you. Make me luck rolls.
Damn it. What's my luck?
All right.
Wow. All right,
grabs onto both of us?
Who missed it by more?
I missed it by 11.
I missed it by 4.
All right. He grabs onto your leg in your stirrup. Do you speak Greek?
Yes.
Okay.
Badly, but yes.
Well, the gist you get is he's saying, "Please help my daughter."
I speak very good Greek.
Okay, he is saying, "My daughter, they're going to hurt her. Please help."
Somebody's going to hurt this man's child.
Who? Who's going to hurt your daughter?
He goes, "Come."
Well, Baldwin did say we should help where we can.
How far off the beaten track is this?
How far away, sir?
Very close, very close.
Very close. We must.
Hurry.
We must.
Fine.
So
Bless you.
he runs. He runs ahead, kind of not even waiting for you. And he
Yeah, I like reached out and wipe off my leg.
There's essentially like some winding, and you come into a tiny little area that's almost like an alley with houses lining both sides. And in front of one of the houses, two knights have a young woman and are dragging her downstairs. And the father just has run up to them, and he like grabs one of them, and the knight turns with a mailed fist and just goes, "Dush!" And the guy crumples, but he's trying to get up. He's dazed. He's barely conscious, but he's trying to get up. And now he's just essentially holding on to the leg of this woman, crying.
And what type of soldiers are they dressed as?
Yeah, wait.
Oh, they're Frankish. They're Frankish knights.
Are they with our group or with the other group?
It doesn't matter. I'll get down.
That's hard to tell, but you. Oh wait, no.
They would have their coats of arms.
Let me see. So yeah, no, they are Boniface. They are Boniface's men. We just got raided by DM Exavor.
Hello!
Welcome, friends. We have a special giveaway now. So put away the closet thing. That's going to happen. But when you say #chaos in the chat, you're going to be entered to draw a PDF book, a Nord Games book of your choice. PDF for international, Quebec. Sorry, we're not going to give you anything.
They know what they did.
You've already got cheese. What more do you need?
It's true.
The drawing will happen after the break. So
Stick around and find out.
stick around and find out. #chaos in the chat and welcome in. We're playing Call of Cthulhu, and as befits Call of Cthulhu, they are currently in no-win scenario number, I think, 3 already. Yeah.
Yeah, in the middle of a crusade.
Of course.
I look expectantly at the knights to do
Yeah, no,
something about
I'm
this.
getting down and I'm walking up to her and I shout, "Hey, over here, you two,
No, she's ours.
over here now."
Make me a...
Rank?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay on my horse so that I'm looming over them as I like move closer.
Let's make... offer me an intimidate.
It's not intimidate.
Yeah, you're...
It's just a get over here, talk to me.
Order.
Make me a luck roll.
35. So I
Okay, so yeah, you outrank them. So I'm not even gonna have you roll. Yeah, you say that, and they just like, oh, you feel like they've snapped out of a trance or something. And they like throw the girl down. She like immediately crumples over her father, crying and holding him. And they come over kind of sullenly.
Yeah, look, okay, I just got out of a meeting with the boss over in the castle. We gotta tone it down, okay? Like, shit's gonna go bad if we keep this up. And I take out my purse and I start giving them some money. Like, dial it back, okay?
All right, yeah. So you give them
I'm
money.
speaking soldier language.
You certainly are. I love it.
So you give them money, and they both happily disappear.
Well, before they disappear, do I pick up the trance thing as well?
Yeah, you clearly know. I mean, his words seem to snap them out of, whatever salacious thing they were going to do to this poor young woman.
So I want to ask them what drove them, or
Why is this old lady,
I don't know. What are you doing?
Why is this old lady talking to us?
Well,
Please,
So-
I'm handling this. Look, just keep it on the down low.
He paid us not to mess with you.
No, you don't. You don't mess with
Oh
it.
wait, we can?
Absolutely
No.
not.
Okay.
No, you'll get hung.
if they say that, I'll give them a steely
They start
look.
to. They're all right.
No, I
okay,
tell them straight
okay.
up, like, you'll get hung.
Okay.
Like-
Look, we don't want any trouble. Thank you
Just-
for letting us
I
know.
address. What's your name?
Andre.
Andre.
I remember my name.
That's why we have these lovely name
There you
things.
go.
That
There you go.
So I
Danny
address
made for
Andre
us.
and I ask him, please ask them when they first conceived of this action. Please ask them.
When the siege started.
No, this specific
When the
action
siege
of
started.
taking this woman.
Yeah.
All I ask is you ask them when they first
God damn it, you're talking about soldiers.
just ask.
And I wave them off.
All right. They're like
I
they were
look at
sort
you
of
like
like
you're crazy.
I think Eloise will go up to the father and the like she's good with medicine and
Yeah.
first aid, so she's actually gonna like go up and like try to calm everyone down and like
let's make a first aid.
I'll do it. See, I'm not all bad. See, sister?
I never thought you were bad. I just know what you're about.
Holy cow! We just got raided by Legends of Evantris.
Legends of Evantris, hello, friend.
700 people.
Too many people.
Yeah, no.
Go
Hey.
get some tea.
I'm fine disappointing 20, 30
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
It's been a long time, Legends. Hi.
Disappointing
Missed you.
700 people? That's like my sex life.
I get to cry? Well, don't bring that into it.
Good news is I succeeded on that first aid.
All right.
Hey.
All right. So yeah, you help the father, and
Yeah,
the young lady is just looking at you with tears streaming out her eyes, thanking you.
Yes, and I think she would give them some sort of like token of her like position,
Okay.
and say if you need to get to the palace, and like say like
They couldn't even conceive of going to the palace. Like,
I could. This is a safe space, and I can
is-
guarantee to you that you can make it there.
so you hand them like a little bangle,
Yeah.
and they just look at it, and they just are like, they don't know what's. They're like, this is a week's worth of food. That's what they're thinking.
Well, if they want to use it that way, then that's their prerogative. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm trying. Yes.
Yeah. You're running into the wall of feudalism, where they're just like,
Well,
where?
take,
Yeah, we'll go to
wall
the
of
palace.
feudalism.
Sure.
I mean, take the fortune, if you will.
I believe we need to get move on.
Renault hasn't even left the horse.
No.
Come on, let's
That's
Look, looming
correct.
over other people on a horse is a great power move.
go. By the way, friends who just rated in, we are doing a giveaway right now. #chaos in the chat. You're going to be entered to win a PDF book of your choice. If you're internet or a book of your choice, PDF if you're international. If you're from Quebec, you've already won. What more do you need? And we'll do the drawing after the break. So #chaos and stick around. So yeah, you'll leave them. The girl is like trying to get her father to go back inside. He's still just like, even your first aid very much helped. You probably kept him from like losing most of his teeth.
That's good. He had a good set.
How do you do that? You
What?
just like hold.
Yeah. No. That's,
You know, in another life, I would have been a dentist, but chose to be a handmaiden instead.
In another life, I would have been well. Anyway.
Both of you are fascinating.
So you ride on, and you're about 20 minutes from the forum, and everybody make me a spot hidden check.
oh, I think I'm bad at this.
This is the one thing that I'm not amazingly good at.
Bernadetta sees all.
Eyes go wide. The dark circles deepen.
Hard success.
So you both notice.
Critical.
Oh, everyone that's not a spy.
I got
I
my
spy
stats. I
with
got my
my
stats.
eye.
Everyone that's not Eloise notices two figures in black dragging a Frankish soldier into a sewer. There's like a sewer opening.
God damn it.
Whose horse am I on?
You are on your own horse.
Yeah, we
but
literally
I'm
went onto
just
your side
side
saddle and
saddle.
tied it in.
I'll come up to.
I mean, I'm ready to get off my horse, and I'm looking at you to see.
If you're not getting
Croissant.
off your horse, I'm going to come beside you and say, we must stop those men.
They've got one of ours.
It is imperative to this investigation, please.
Why is it imperative to this investigation?
That is
that's
not
too much
your
talking.
place
I'm getting
to
off my horse.
question.
Yeah, it kind of is.
So Andre's off of his horse, and I guess you're starting to like amble towards the.
No, there's no amble. If they're taking too long to talk, I'm going.
All right.
I'm
Yeah,
bolting.
you hear the.
Whatever is the matter.
One of our boys is getting dragged into a sewer.
Oh, that sounds very culty.
No,
We have our episode title.
as soon as you say that, I give a sharp look to this bonehead and I go off.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Have fun.
Are you not coming?
Of course I'm coming.
Good.
I'll watch the horses.
What's the fun in not joining in?
You think you know me, don't you?
It's the fun of not going in a sewer.
I do.
You go on and have your spying fun.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Bullshit.
So you're headed down into a cistern, which is
Well, have they had time to actually get? If we're seeing them dragged into the sewer, I'm assuming there's a little bit of time. Is there time?
no, they've already gone down.
Fuck.
So you get to the stairway and you're looking down. The cistern is dark.
No, I don't wait.
Okay. So you're just
They didn't have any light with them, did
heading
they?
down. They did not.
Well, I'm assuming I can see as well as they can.
Okay.
Boy, that's a bold
Do
assumption.
we have inventory? I do, actually, but it's not a
Inventory.
torch.
No, none of you have torches.
Damn
The
it.
city is a torch.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll hop
Natural lighting.
off and follow Andre.
All right. So
But moving a little bit slower because we have two civilians.
right. So you
I couldn't possibly
I'm trying to. If I
defend
have to carry
myself.
someone, I'm just hoping that I can move fast enough
You know
to
you don't
catch
fool
up.
over and off for a second. All right.
make me a dodge roll.
Isn't that a shield roll?
He slept with plenty of girls like you.
We're calling it a dodge roll right now because you didn't see it coming.
No.
Okay. So a crossbow bolt goes right into the wood of the door. You're backlit right now, and it goes right into the doorway, and you hear a voice go, "All right, there's 10 of us. Take off all your clothes and give us all your goods."
Do I hear this?
Yeah, you all hear it. And everybody make me an intelligence roll.
Okay.
They should roll persuasion.
If you make the intelligence roll, they're English. Those voices they're speaking Greek, but the accent is like Anglo-Saxon.
What on
They're speaking
earth
Greek.
What
Yes.
on earth are they doing here? That doesn't make sense, right?
Do you have Kingdom Constantinople?
Ooh, where would that be?
It's over by the
here.
languages.
The problem is they said
no,
10.
I don't.
They said there were 10 of them.
Yeah.
If they said 5, I would have bought it.
Does anybody? I think somebody has Kingdom Con, so you can roll. Kingdom Constantinople.
Do it.
So in Dark Ages, when you have kingdom, that's kind of like city knowledge or
Okay.
something. All right.
I mean, we have
Use a coin.
coins.
We haven't used one yet. I
Sorry,
don't think.
bits. Now that we're back on Twitch,
The
not like I have a great chance.
Can we call them
I dare you.
coins?
Boing, boing, boing,
Boing.
No, I did not make
Okay.
that.
Oh, bitcoins.
There is
I hate
no.
that
That makes so much more
taken.
sense.
I hate you.
Well, we've got a Doge, so
Well,
you know.
Doge, Bitcoin.
Boy, that's a sponsor we don't want.
Yeah.
Unless.
There's something about Anglo-Saxons in Constantinople that you're like remembering
Trying to
about.
think,
Yeah, it's
but-
not. So yeah, they say this is a robbery. Just leave everything, your weapons.
I'm gonna come.
I bring up my shield
loom.
and I haven't stopped.
All right,
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna come looming behind Andre.
So you head into
Shield up, heading in.
the cistern is a large subterranean room with columns, and there is one small passageway
Yeah.
that is above the water. Everything else is in the water. You definitely hear splashing around. Maybe it's 10 people. You don't know.
I don't buy it. I'm gonna
right.
find out the hard way though.
All right. So you plunge into the darkness, and you're
Yes.
going to stay on the gangplank, right?
Assuming I can see it.
Yeah. I mean, it takes. So that slows you down a sec, because there's no railing, because no OSHA. So we're going with
No
galactic-
ocean, no railing.
Galactic,
no real
we're
problem.
going Galactic Empire infrastructure here. So you're just on. It's clapboard, essentially, that is right above the water, and you're kind of like, as your eyes get adjusted, you slow down a little bit.
Yeah. Or as my eyes are adjusting, I slow down.
Yes, as your eyes are adjusting. Because you might need this, our buddy Duke Fleeg.
Nah.
Thank you, Your Grace.
Thank you, dude.
You outrank these counts that are trying to boss us
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
My liege.
I'm glad the plasma donation went okay, and it was a tough one last time.
Oh.
He gave a lot of bits last time. I think
Yeah.
he took out a second mortgage last time.
Something about a Pontiac. I don't know.
That's right.
Yeah. Google
And
it.
we needed it.
It's in the Google
Boy,
Doc.
oh boy, it's in the Google Doc.
No, I didn't. This is a joke.
Now I want a Google Doc of all the random running jokes that I forget. Oh my god.
Also,
Well.
Duke Fleeg belongs in the Google Doc.
Yeah, okay.
Duke Fleeg is a Google Doc.
I'll put it in the Google.
I've met him. He is a Google Doc. He is the Brute Squad.
I mean, he's a bard.
Yes.
So
So I'm going to put us into initiatives.
let's
right.
do this.
Woo, let's do it.
So just like Call of Cthulhu, it's based on your decks. I don't remember what your dexes are because I didn't make these characters.
Start counting down.
So yeah, we'll start at 80. Anybody in the 80s? 70s?
I'm a
75, 70.
Ooh.
I've got worse decks than Reggie.
Oh, that's impressive.
Wow. That's an old lady.
Really hard to do.
No, better.
Reggie works than
Five
an old
better.
lady.
5 better.
Reggie's worse than an old lady.
This old lady is beast.
She's a beastie old lady.
Yeah.
All right, so 70s are going to beat them all, so we'll go this way this time. So Eloise, you are at the top of the stairs.
Okay.
The stairs lead down to a cistern where you see Andre has just disappeared into the darkness. Renault is like in the doorway with his shield up. Andre went in with his shield all the way up. And there is still a quivering crossbow bolt in the wood frame of the doorway.
Yeah,
I would describe it as engulfed by the darkness.
Yeah. Well, perhaps
you know
I could
that-
leave him there.
You know that there are cisterns all throughout this city,
Right.
and most of them are connected.
Right. Could go deep. Wow. I'm not sure if this is worth it. It's just Englishmen.
Took one of ours, though.
Yeah.
One of yours. I mean, was it a Boniface or however you say it?
Frank.
Bonafide.
Bonafide. Eloise is not sure if she wants to get in the middle of this.
This seems like a them problem.
If you're looking
Yeah.
unsure,
I'm looking calculating.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say.
I might pipe up
Okay.
and
What,
say, my dear, please, I must be witness to this.
well, darling, if you go in there, they're going to shoot a crossbow bolt at you.
I think we'll be able to
What do you want? What do you need? You want to see?
I need help.
You want to see?
You need help? I don't.
Please help me.
All right. So what are you doing on your initiative?
I'll be in your debt.
Oh, well. You're speaking my language.
Oh, am I?
Okay, what do I got?
Manipulating.
You're manipulating me. Manipulating little me? So I think Eloise, says, I'll go in and see what I can figure out for you, all right?
I'll be in right behind you as fast as I can.
Okay.
She says, teetering down the stairs.
Okay.
With my
I'm
staff,
trying
I got my
to sneak
staff.
in.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be.
It's fairly so it's easy until you try and get past Renaud.
Well, and I'm happy to be behind him.
Yeah.
But
Big
I'm
guy in chainmail.
But I'm
taking up
trying
most
to
of the
be
door.
sneaky so that I'm good at certain.
Make a stealth roll.
Okay, I will. Okay, I will. Okay, I didn't roll well, but I still made it.
All right, you've got a very good stealth.
I have a really good stealth. I'm not rolling well today, but my stats are so good that I'm still.
Yeah, Eloise is OP.
Putting you in your place.
You're pretty sure they're focused on the two big guys with shields and armor,
Wonderful.
which
Okay.
is, you're used to that.
And I think I would try to sort of signal to you, like, what's the best position
Great.
for you to not be seen.
To whomst? For the,
Yes, for the podcast listeners, to Sister Bernadetta, my best friend.
All right, Renaud, you have a 70
My
as well.
child.
I do have a 70. I'm going to follow Andre reluctantly. I'm a little annoyed about all of this.
Be more cautious than I am.
It's a soldier. It's barely worth it, but I'll follow him.
Both of you can make me intelligence roll. Actually, education rolls, let's call it.
Slightly better.
Why education and intelligence?
Why indeed?
I'm curious.
99.
Regular success.
Got a fumble.
This is a trap.
And
You're convinced this is a trap.
I'm gonna catch up to Andre and poke him in the back with my shield. I'm like, Andre, we're walking into a goddamn trap.
What? I want to see how many people there actually are. I don't think
Andre,
it's
this
10
isn't worth
people.
it. What are we doing down here?
So you made the roll.
Yes.
You have, you notice the Frankish clothing that you saw is on the ground on the walkway.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably a trap. But I want to see how many there are.
But why would a fumble also say?
So,
Pooja needs
all
to
right,
make an
so
intelligence
you're at a
roll.
70. You're keep going forward.
Yeah, I want to see if I can see someone and get to them.
All right, the same voice goes. I said stop.
Do I see them?
You don't hear. No, you don't see anybody.
I said stop.
I mean, if I can't see them, they probably have a hard time seeing me.
I see that you haven't taken off. You haven't dropped your weapons or your
And
shield.
I'm moving towards the voice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you move towards the voice.
I think it's not too many people.
You've only heard one voice.
Yeah.
You did see 3 people
Yes.
come down here.
Yeah, the 3 people versus 2 armed knights.
Yeah.
All right. On a 50,
I want to use this shield and armor.
all of
you
a
a 50?
sudden, it sounds like 100 voices start singing.
Ooh, I am a 50 as well.
Dark fucking magic.
Of course, it's dark fucking magic. We've got we got Sister Crazy behind us.
It's you?
I start singing along.
Oh, man. Something, as you get down there and your eyes adjust, there's something about this that you don't like.
Oh, I don't like.
Yeah.
Oh, just the one thing.
Yeah.
Do I hear the voices?
Oh, yeah.
Or I
You
hear
cannot miss a choir of 100 voices singing in a language you don't recognize.
So it's not Latin, Arabic, or Greek.
It is not.
Any fezzes?
Can I make an occult roll to see?
Yeah, you can make an
if,
occult
like,
roll. I think an occult roll is very appropriate here.
Regular success.
This is some sort of ritual.
I, as loudly and sharply as I can, we must disrupt whatever is going on here. It is imperative to the mission.
No shit. I'm rushing towards the voice.
Yeah, says the lady in the back as the guy.
So I'm like ambling forward. I've got both hands on my staff. Like,
Is anybody going in the water?
She's about to get chucked in the water.
If I must, if the voice is in a direction where there is not dry ground,
So far, you've been heading. Well, so the single voice seemed on dry ground. Now there's just they're all around you. This is echoing everywhere. It's like I said, it sounds like 100 people.
I have. Okay.
Echolocation?
Occult. This is a ritual. I get it. This is not natural, but my listen is very good.
Okay.
Is there any way I could try to piece together is there any differences? Is there a particular location where they're stronger? Anything like that?
Okay, make me a listen roll. Anybody who wants
You
to
can
can
say
make me a
no.
listen roll.
You can say no.
Yeah.
You're allowed to say no.
My listen's okay.
Exactly a hard.
Okay,
Holy
hard
shit.
success.
Yeah, not one.
Oh!
Well, there you go. Okay.
That'll make up for that fucking 99.
So, you two feel like the acoustics in here really make it sound like there's a lot more people chanting than there are. Between the water and the enclosed cave and all that stuff, sound seems to be bouncing all over the place, but you're pretty sure, especially you, that where the gangplank ends, that seems to be the focus of the sound.
but there's no lights.
And that's directly where I'm heading, right?
Yep.
Okay, good. I don't know this, but
Yeah.
Nick likes
All
hearing
right,
that.
one round has passed. And we go back to the top of the lineup, which we'll go this way this time. So you're gonna make it.
rushing forward.
You make it to that column. It's dark.
Yeah.
Column, you say?
You make it to that column. You're in the dark. Are you reaching out? What are you doing?
Why would I have a shield out? I'm
Yeah.
gonna plow into something most likely.
All right. So you bong.
if there's something,
So you bong into the column.
yeah.
Make me a luck roll.
Do I see the column?
You don't see anything. It's very dark. All right. You hear a voice go, "Ow!"
That's where my sword goes.
All right. Your sword, kang, hits stone.
Okay. I'm just gonna have to wait for my eyes to adjust,
Yeah.
really. But
Okay. You heard him run into something and then swing at stone.
Okay. Well, I'm following with more care because I don't want to run into him and crash him into whatever he just ran into. But I'm listening and trying to figure out where the worst of
So
things
he
are.
is where he's kind of at the epicenter right now,
Okay.
because you clearly heard that the center column of this place is what's going on. But now you start to be aware of the water is it's gone from being still to now it feels like there's water lapping everywhere, as if vibrations or something are causing the water to move.
More so than a bunch of idiots running across a bridge.
Yeah,
might
this is
do.
not splashing.
Yeah.
This is not. This is waves are starting or something.
I'm gonna look down at that. And are Eloise or our sister Bernadette anywhere near me?
So you are now in the darkness. The water is just inky black.
I think I was behind you.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I
you're
was
following
literally
behind.
hiding
Yeah.
behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're following behind her.
I'm gonna point out the water. It's a little more than what we would be doing. Something's up.
Is it the noise? The voices? I say in a whisper, but I won't actually whisper.
And
Spoiler alert.
and Renaud just sort of shrugs and just dark magic. It's all fucking around us.
Yep.
What do you
Yeah.
Stop saying that.
Am I wrong?
What do I do? What do I do? There's a source.
But I'm continuing to move forward.
Yeah.
The clothes are on the ground.
Next round, you'll be up with Andre.
Got it.
In the center.
Sister Bernadette is with me.
He's a little behind.
Little behind me.
That's coming up.
Yep,
I'm behind.
you're doing great, honey. So, and I heard a bong.
Yes. You heard the sound of a sword hitting stone.
And an ow.
There was an owl that wasn't your
It was not.
voice.
It was not Andre.
My owls are
I'm
very
not
distinct.
good at spot hidden, but can I do one to like see if there's any other figures down here?
With a penalty die because
Okay.
it's dark.
I'll especially fail then. But,
Your eyes next round will be full. You'll be.
Okay.
but I'll try. Why not? No, I don't.
Okay.
Oh, one of them was good. Dang
One
it.
of them was an aught.
It's dark. That's
dark.
your takeaway.
It's dark in here. I hadn't noticed.
We have to start doing eye patches if we're going to be going in the sewers.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point.
Ooh, eye
think we should all
patches.
get eye
Fashionable.
patches.
Matching eye patches.
I think
patches.
I'm continuing to try to be stealthy and
Staying behind Renault.
and yeah.
Okay. There has not been, by the way, another crossbow bolt.
Yeah, because there's not 10 people down here.
Yeah, we would have been stuck full.
Five I would have bought.
But the owl. What did the owl sound like?
On a 50, in front of you, a voice says, "You're gonna die in here."
Well, that makes 2 of us.
I'm already dead.
Sanity roll.
Oh, you know what? That's a good idea. Yeah, make a sanity roll on that one.
Well, there's gonna be some wild hacking soon. Don't make it.
Yeah, you did not enjoy that.
No.
You lose 1 sanity, and you're a little like that. The calm, matter-of-fact manner in which that was said.
You know, but this is coming from there's 10 of us, guy.
Right.
So.
Yeah. He's lied
But
before.
also, I don't like hearing it.
Yeah.
On a 50, am I close enough
To what?
to the...
No, you've got Renault and Eloise. You're behind them. They're 1 turn away from him, so you're 2 turns away from him.
If I can get a little layout of...
So, long clapboard walkway. All the way at the end is Andre and a column that tells him he's going to die here.
Are we talking the walkways to the side with water going down the middle where...
Nope, the walkway is the only way into the water. The whole room is full of water.
Yeah, it's a cistern. It's a
Yeah,
wall.
it's a cistern.
room of
Okay.
it's a room of water.
Got it. So on a...
I've actually been to this place in Constantinople.
I haven't, but I've been to a cistern.
There's 1 column in the whole place that is wet, and they don't know why, and it's called the Weeping Column.
Uh-oh.
Oh, is that what we're dealing with right now?
It's not weeping.
Then you've seen it.
how do I
And
light
even
my...
mad with the knowledge.
You have... Oh, God, I don't know. Usually there's fire around.
Okay, so
You know,
I'm
you don't have.
generally
I don't
just
think they didn't have matches. Or,
Yeah, that's what
and
I'm
you're not a
at.
flint and steel person.
No,
so.
Do we not carry like an ember and a clay pot on our belts?
I knew I didn't
Probably
like you.
not. But if you want, you can have that.
I love everyone
probably on your
who is
horse.
God's children.
So you're moving up. So you'll be up with them now.
Yeah, I'll move forward with an eye out.
Round 2 of chanting. Everybody make me. I'm not even gonna make you make a roll.
You rolled for no reason.
Water is lapping around your ankles.
The water's rising.
The water is rising. We went that way last time. We'll go this way this time.
I've heard of
Eloise.
a bad moon, but this is ridiculous.
This will be the last round before the break, so get your hashtag chaos in the chat.
Get in the chat.
Get in the comments.
Can I see better now?
Somewhat.
Yeah.
We'll get to you, but you.
There's a column.
Well, there are columns all around, holding
around.
this roof, holding the roof up. But there is one that is the end of this walkway.
End of this walkway. And you bonked it. There was an owl.
Bonked it good.
Do I see that we're
Get that on your initiative.
Well, before did I see that there's water in columns?
Yes, you've seen water in columns.
Then I'd like to retroactively on my turn call out that we're on God's path.
All right, that makes things better.
Yeah. I feel better.
Sister Bernadetta says that, and the voice that's near you goes, "To heaven."
You're good at one-liners.
No, he's hamming it again. He's hamming it.
I mean, it's Ezra.
I love that Andre's just like, "Come on, guy."
Come on, column.
I said that when I was 20.
I'm gonna do another spot hidden.
Okay.
I'm trying to see.
All right, no penalty die this time.
Okay.
All right, what are you trying to see again?
That was a 3. So I think I think in Eloise's calculating brain, she's trying to figure out what's happening. Like, is there anyone else here? Is there any point in being in this place, or do I need to get out of here, you know?
There's probably no point in being in this place.
Yeah.
You now see floating by you the clothes of that Frankish soldier. It's just a tabard of a
I
Frankish
heard
soldier.
Bayou.
I mean, we ain't down Louisiana.
Yeah. And the water is definitely rising.
Yeah.
Which shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
You have seen, so you see the tabard. I think that's pretty much what you get. It doesn't seem like there are people down here.
And the column in front of Andre is a column. There's nothing more that I observe about it.
Yeah, you can't really. There's a lot of Andre blocking a lot of that column.
That Andre guy really just.
He does.
He's a real giant.
Makes a much better door than window.
Yes, he does. Yes, he is. I don't know.
If you want to move up,
No, I think that
Andre the door.
Eloise is calculating in this situation and is like, something is happening here that is connected to what we're dealing with, probably. But if we die here, there's no goddamn point to having observed this.
God damn, you say.
Yeah, this is in her head.
I was about to say, thinking out loud.
This is in her head. She doesn't say goddamn in front of Sister Bernadetta. That would be horrible. So she,
You don't know.
she says in a very calm voice, I think a retreat is in order. And then she's going to make her way out.
all right, yeah, you get back to the door.
And I think we'll squeeze Sister Bernadetta to encourage her to follow, but
All right,
won't
70.
insist on
Thank
it.
you, my dear.
Eloise is going back.
Yeah. I'm a little further in, and I'm seeing the water rise. I'm feeling the water rise, and I'm already like, this is...
And you're wearing chainmail.
And I'm wearing chainmail. Like, swimming is already not fun, and then you add chainmail to the situation, and just no. So I'm gonna, like, call out, Andre, let's get out of here. It ain't worth it.
And you're going to start backing
And I'm gonna start heading back. Come on.
Okay.
What do I see?
There is a face in this column. Yes. And it is looking right at you. And it just looks at you and it says, we need a sacrifice.
What about the guy they just took in there?
I have to hit it as hard as I can with my sword, and then I'm getting the hell out.
All right, make me a sword roll.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna get left behind otherwise.
A 1.
Yeah. So,
Right in the eye.
yeah, so you just and yes, you stab it in the left eye, and the eye bulges, like as your sword comes out. First of all, that is grossly organic. Your sword just slides in, and your sword doesn't come out the other end of the column, which is alarming.
Where did it go?
I can't see the other side of the column, so I don't know that.
All right, but your sword just slides right through, and as it comes out, the left eye of this thing distends, and when your sword comes out, it goes, oh, that hurt, and its eye goes pop, and you are doused. Make me a dodge roll.
Shield roll for my face.
Shield, I love it. Use a shield.
Yeah, I'm like,
If I got a shield, I want to use it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use an accounting bit on this. And I don't need to,
Okay, yeah, you get your shield up, and
because I am not getting that in my mouth.
and like you hear like a weird, almost like sizzling noise as your
I've just entered nope territory.
and I think another sanity roll is in order there.
Does that help me run faster?
It could very well.
Oh, I make it.
Okay, yeah. So you orderly.
But I run like
yeah.
I failed.
All right, yeah. There's no orderly retreat. There's just a turnaround. Are you gonna push people out? Are you gonna push, say, an old
I'm not
lady
gonna
out of her way?
You wouldn't push an old lady and her staff, would you?
All right,
Renat
Gandalf.
is in the way, but Renat will feel my hand against his back as I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm helping. I'm
Yeah,
helping
you were like
forward.
orderly retreating.
And
He
then
is-
suddenly there's a hand shoving me
yeah,
along.
he is fleeing.
All right.
Dark magic! Dark magic!
I told you!
Dark magic!
I told you!
You and only you hear almost as on the wind, as you get to the doorway, you hear, you left my eye. I see you.
No!
I must speak with the entity.
You can.
I must.
I'm gonna hand.
What is this, Dead by Daylight?
I must speak
I'm gonna
to the
hand my
entity.
So
shield.
they've all fled. You're staying in the room?
Yes.
I hand my shield. It's on the shield. Go.
My strength is 55.
Right, she's holding the shield like this.
And I hand on your back, and you're coming up. I lift you up.
He's carrying you out.
Oh, out?
Yes.
No, you.
Strength of 80. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
He's like
me what you
military pressing you.
Please, my son, please, 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 I must speak to the entity, please.
The fireman's carrying with little kicking legs. And she's like, oh, come on. I must.
I was sequestered for many years.
It's on
I
the
have-
shield.
It's on the shield.
I'm not making sense, but F it.
So,
We're fleeing outside.
so you will drag her back up. I'll take us out of initiatives. Although, everybody make me a POW roll. Let's call it.
Ugh, this is when I want Charlie's stats
Oh,
back.
tired all.
I'm good at this.
Hard success.
Hard success.
Not success.
Hard. Yeah.
All right. So, wow, they're picking on you. You drag her up, and you just look back.
Why would it? No, I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't know. You don't want to. That's the problem.
You can't help it.
And you look back, and you swear you just see that Frankish soldier in the water, like reaching up to you.
Oh, boo-hoo. You think that's gonna bother me? I want to see what's stuck to the front of my shield.
Andre is still like, there's not 10 of you.
One's enough, though.
Yeah, so you come up, your shield is like, the symbol of your liege that was on there is like eaten away.
But where's the eye?
There's no eye there, there's just goop.
But it said that it lost an eye and it's watching me.
Yeah.
So there's an eye somewhere.
All right, he's
Okay, so I do think.
I'm ranting.
No, but Eloise sees the stuff
Yeah,
on
there's-
the shield.
yeah.
And I think she would try to not be obvious about this. I mean, within the group, because everybody here kind of knows. Okay, my secret's out. Okay, I got, you know, sneaky.
I don't know whatever you mean.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know.
Are you
Chris.
flapping?
That's Pooja's voice. Pooja's flapping. Are you flapping?
No, I mean, you were literally flapping.
So, I think that she would probably scrape, like, because of her
Yeah, you put
potions
some in a little
ability.
bottle,
She's
yeah.
like, I want to analyze this.
Yeah,
It was in the column. In the column. I stabbed the column in its face in the column, and its eye blew up.
This is the path of the Lord. We were meant to be there.
Andre, I appreciate your sacrifice in this moment, and I will analyze this later.
If we'd stayed down there, we would have died.
Oh, yes.
Probably either drowned.
Had you listened to my words, we may have been prepared for such things.
You said that was God's path down there.
And if it was God's path, then we should have been prepared as it was. Since we're here on his mission. And you can hear the quotation marks clang around the words.
I need you all to listen to me now.
Go back down there. Would you like to go back down there?
And
If
with
you
all
care not-
all due respect,
if you
what
care-
would have you done in that situation? Where did we stray?
We are on a mission of things beyond comprehension. Things that none of you are adequately prepared for. The best way to prepare for these things is to know about them, because knowing's half the battle.
Absolutely not.
G.I. Joe.
I want to know as little about that horse shit as possible.
Then you will be going to hell.
Do you think you think I'm not?
That is your business with the Lord.
Sister,
We are here at the command of my
You saw
lord.
a face in the column, did you not?
Yes.
It spoke to you, did it not?
Yes.
Did you heed its words?
To die?
If you don't mount up, Sister Bernadette, we are going to leave you behind, and you're going to have a wonderful time in a burning city.
I am perfectly willing to go along with you, but if you continue to refuse to hear my wisdom and knowledge, then you will be led to ruin.
She's about to get shut down there.
She really is. You,
Sister, I still do not understand where we strayed from that, except in leaving you down there.
which we can still do.
You can go back.
Have fun.
If you want to continue.
If you want us to do your work, then we need to survive.
How about you lead by example?
Yeah, why don't you go in front next time?
Suppose I don't need to speak anymore.
Nope, you do not.
The
You
soldiers,
are wise.
having browbeaten the nun into silence, always a look. So
I didn't get a chance to answer your question, so nobody cares to be safe.
You were never trying to answer that question.
It kind of was, but it's all
I
right.
might circle back, but in the
Nobody
moment,
cares.
No, in the moment we're all superheated. So I'm as flappable as I get right now.
feeling flat.
I'm feeling.
I'm not seeing any flap off of you. This is very unflap.
Let's continue on.
So you
Keep
make
getting
it to the
dragged off our path.
you make it to the Theodosian Forum. There are 4 basilica ringing it. In this case, basilica just means old building that we turned into a church. Its literal meaning in antiquity. And there are 4 knights who are there, and they say, "Oh, you're here to talk to the crazy guy.
We certainly are.
All right, come with us." Hey, just to warn you, they like see, you're 2 knights. There's an eye thing in there that's really gross. Just to.
An eye thing that's real. What kind of an eye thing?
He's got something wrong with his eye.
Which eye?
His left eye.
I'm gonna look at Andre.
he's like,
Andre's face.
there's no.
I mean, look, it's gross, but I mean, you've probably seen worse.
Has it always been like that?
I mean, since we found him. It's some, I don't know, and I'm not a doctor. Something's wrong with him. Maybe it's the evil eye.
Probably.
Yeah, I would say don't spend much time with him if you can help it.
Trying to avoid it.
Ladies, I'm sorry for talking about such things in front of you.
Well, I would rather you warn us than not. It's good, sir.
Thank you, brother.
Of course. And they will lead you in. But now, stick around because we're going to go on break. But when we come back, we're going to do that drawing for that Nord Games book. So, #chaos in the chat is your chance to win. Thank you again for all the raids and all the bits. You guys are keeping these people from killing each other, which,
Are we?
it's still coming.
Yeah.
We'll be back in just a few minutes, friends. Welcome back, internet friends. It is time for the drawing, so look in the chat. You'll see somebody probably won something. Very exciting.
Our respect.
Yes.
Aw, you all did.
Worth exactly what you paid for it. When we left the break, welcome back, podcast listeners, to the second part of this episode.
Episode 5 million.
You had
And 34.
You had
Gotta be an
just
odd number.
entered the basilica, and 4 knights were standing guard. They seemed kind of bored, and they will lead you to.
Did we get the name of the priest?
No.
No. Great.
Can we ask
and
them?
You can. They don't.
They don't care.
Yeah. Why would we ask? The less I talk to that guy, the happier I am.
And he's Venetian? Is that correct?
Yes.
He's Venetian.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's another reason not to talk to him.
Fair enough.
So they will lead you to a little, to a side room, probably a priest's chamber. And inside there is a cage area. And in the cage is a small man rocking back and forth with his hand over his left eye. And he's saying, anybody who speaks Italian?
Yep.
So over and over in Italian, he's saying, must keep them back. Must keep them back. Must keep them back.
I'll
I'll
ask in Italian. Keep who back?
He like whips around, and for a second, his hand falls away. And his left eye is like this engorged green monstrosity with like liquid flecking out of it. And the eye itself like lolls around almost like a wacky eye, like a what do you
Googly
Googly
eye?
eye. That's the word I was looking
Googly.
for.
He's a
Wacky,
Muppet.
googly,
And
Inflatable.
inflatable.
and he doesn't. I mean, you're pretty sure he can't see through that eye. But it still like focuses on each of you weirdly. But it seems to be moving sort of independently. And he covers it up. He's like and he'll say that the unburdened flesh.
Is this in Italian?
That's
No, he'll notice that you're Frankish, and he will switch to French.
Can I do? And I think that Eloise, if in order to get a better look at it, she needs to kind of like talk to him, but like she wants to do a medicine on the eye to try to figure out what's going on.
This would involve getting closer than you want to, probably.
How close? How close are we talking?
You're gonna need to do some poking and prodding.
Oh, I need a poke and prod.
Yeah.
No.
A visual exam will not give you much, especially because he's covering it.
Do you move towards it at all?
So
I think.
right now,
Yeah.
he's still in the cage.
Yes.
The cage is easily openable by any of you. He's just sitting on a bench, just rocking back and forth in this cage.
I address one of the guards and say,
Oh, they left.
Did you move
It's just us
closer to
now.
him, though?
Yeah.
I think there might have been like a couple steps as she's like trying to get a better look at it. Yeah.
I would stay away. That's what the column did.
As he points at it, the eye kind of goes "Vroom," and looks at you.
Oh,
Is that the same eye, Andre?
It tried to, when it ruptured, I'm just holding my hand in front of it. Don't get close to it.
Make the sign against the evil eye kind of instinctively.
Good sir, you are a man of the cloth.
Yes.
What has happened to you?
The unburdened flesh. It's a horrible cult. They convinced the Doge to make Constantinople their target because of the occult items that were here, and they. I tried to stop them. Ramardi is trying to find, but I hid it. I hid it in the Church of Saint Mochius. I hid it. It mentions that a ritual that could fuse the pieces together.
the pieces of what?
The statue.
What statue?
The statue, the devil's simulare.
I cross myself.
Yes.
I think everyone crosses
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah.
I think twice for good measure.
Yeah. It allows the bearer to take any form.
Is this what happened to your eye?
They took my eye. They
And what did they give you?
plucked it out.
So what is there now?
Nothing.
You have
They
no
plucked
eye.
my eye out. I can't see.
But we see an eye.
Father, there is something in your head.
They can see us right now.
Who?
When you say they can see us, the eye goes like.
Yeah, just.
You said we must keep them back.
Yes, the cult, the unburdened flesh.
I could
They're
try.
my people. They're from my town.
Yes.
The Doge. Why?
Which town?
Venice.
Can I pick up any I guess sentience from the eye, like if it's talking and it's moving and he doesn't know it's there? Do I pick up the malevolence of this?
I mean,
Anytime I've done something to talk about it, it's whipped
Right,
around and
right,
looked
right,
at me.
right.
I think it's
It's very aware.
astutely. I'm very much aware of its nature.
This is dangerous, but I could try to remove this from you.
my eye's already been removed.
There's something there, sir.
You have something clinging to your head.
And it is not you. We do not blame you for it. You seem good.
I tried to be good. I hid the ritual. It's beneath a statue of the Virgin in the Church of St. Machias.
The ritual.
What do you want us to do with it?
You have to find it before the cult does.
And do what with it? Destroy it? Do you want us to burn it?
Yes, destroy it.
The ritual or the...
I mean, the ritual might lead you to the true evil.
What true evil?
The devil's simulare.
We have to go now.
Why?
You can help me?
Perhaps.
Go now.
Please?
It might kill you.
I don't see how that's much different.
Are there any flames for me to light a cigar?
Sure, yeah.
So I take my rosary. What?
We have winners. Danny has won a random item from my closet of super old RPG stuff.
Is it that or is that the PDF?
Danny won that, and then Lightning Legends D&D has won a Nord Games book of their choice. Congratulations to both our winners. I'll film. You know what? Actually, here's what I'll do, Danny. Watch next week. I'm gonna bring 2 things from my closet, and you can pick one of them.
Ooh.
Oh, dealer's choice. Or not dealer's choice.
Yeah, I have to go in my closet.
Gambler's choice.
You still have to record you going in there.
Yeah.
I need to see that.
Rachel, we need to see this.
Either the cooler or the grosser. Your choice. Because there's going to be 2, right?
One's gonna be cool and one's gonna be gross. Is that what
I
you're
think
saying?
they're both gonna be from the 80s, so none of them will be cool.
But like art, though. The art.
Maybe.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles role-playing game?
Yes, that sounds fun.
Where my brother and I made gerbil characters. That was our...
That's cute.
We like
You
the idea of-
would.
Yeah.
You would.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Gerbils.
I'm gonna grab her and pull you aside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Every time I've spoken of it, it's looked at me.
I'm gonna glance over to see if it's looking at him right now.
Keep a hand up.
It is not. It is not.
Well, at least
Which
it's not
means
omniscient.
it can hear me. Which means it just heard him say where he hid it.
Yeah.
We have to go now.
I light my cigar, I take my rosary, and I mention to her, I think we need to excise this evil. Would you assist me?
I'm with you.
You're like, I'm the one that knows medicine here. Make me a power roll.
I have a 55 in first aid. I think I...
Well, this
medicine
is medicine and
yeah,
this
medicine
situation.
is-
It's not first
Yeah.
aid.
First aid is let me bandage your
I'm
eye.
doing some surgery.
Medicine is to let me take your eye out of your head without killing you. That's-
Without killing, I can't do that.
Yeah, no. I think we need to unburden his soul.
Ooh.
Well, in that you will be more experienced than I, but I can try to remove this evil from his head.
So you're like, but now go ahead and make a power roll with your cigar. You two are.
I'm going to actually split, and I'm going to go ask the guards the location of. That's beautiful. You saved him.
Dane!
It spreads.
You can do it once per session now.
Apparently I'm a 100% kind of guy.
Keep your
'cause,
mouth closed. Don't get any of it in your mouth.
So I take my...
He's licking the eye.
So anyway, I take my light cigar, right? And I go up and I just stick it right in the eye. It just sticks right in there.
So you light up the cigar.
Is that like how you remove a tick? Is that what you're saying?
You blow out the smoke. And you don't know why, but you just put your hand up. And the smoke goes around your hand, and all of a sudden an eye opens in your hand. And then is gone.
This is God's path.
God damn.
Is that just a catchphrase or
I'm not there for that.
Does
That was
it
a
mean-
Nick, God damn it.
So you're leaving, right?
I'm leaving to go ask where the church is, so we
Okay.
can leave immediately
Yeah,
too.
they at the Church of St. Machias, they're like, yeah, that's the 7th Hill.
7th Hill? Okay. I'm gonna get the horses ready.
God's number.
I begin. I begin praying in Latin.
Okay.
And
So you're gonna open the cage and head in there?
Oh yeah.
Well,
So Sister Bernadette is
my
opening.
intention was to get martial help to like strap him to a table and then do surgery on him. That was my intention.
There seems to be very little martial willingness to.
It's now or never. We must move.
Also, you haven't asked, so.
Like,
Well, did you leave?
Not yet,
So-
but like I'm watching where Andre went and considering it.
one of the knights is like looking in, like sort of like watching, going like, "Ugh, can't look away.
Okay. This
So-
is also a historical question. How blasphemous would doing surgery on this guy be? Is it blasphemous?
No.
Well,
I mean, there's. I mean,
I mean, I
mean
know that like there
touching
was
a priest or what?
no surgery, like
Yeah.
medical surgery, had weird connotations back in the day.
Yeah, I mean.
But mostly, I think that was more like autopsies and
Yeah,
stuff.
if you're not using leeches, you're gonna be in a lot of trouble.
Okay, well.
His humors are definitely out of whack.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're gonna bring some leeches in later. Okay.
So Sister Bernadette has opened the cage and is
Okay.
kind of very calmly walking towards the guy.
Is he doing anything towards
The
her?
guy's just like this.
While praying and
I think I would turn to Renaud and say, I could use your strength in this moment. I would like to help this man. If you could hold him down, that would
You
be
have
helpful.
some thoughts about helping this man.
I put my hand on his shoulder and I'm praying over him.
Okay.
What is your intention?
This is an evil item that is inside his head. And I think I would like turn to you a little bit more intentionally and say, if we have it, we can. I don't want to go into this blind, whatever we're going into.
If we have it, and Renaud will actually lower his voice. Andre has pointed out, and he is correct, that every time that he mentions this thing, it swivels to look at him. It has a knowledge and knowing of its own. If we have it with us, the evil eye is on us. And I really would like to not die here.
As you say that, you put your hand on his shoulder, and he says, I'm done. I have no more energy.
I know, my brother.
I cannot hold them back.
I know.
Let me look at you, sister.
No.
Correct answer.
All of a sudden, not his voice, just goes, I see you.
I stick my cigar into his eye.
All right, you hold up, you stick your cigar in there, and there is a.
Yeah.
Make me a dex roll.
You get advantage on keeping your mouth closed, though, because I warned you.
97.
Perfect.
All right,
honey.
so there's
Yes.
a pot, and
honey.
the exact
You guys weren't doing nothing. You're all talking about it.
the exact hand,
You went running off before we could do anything.
the exact hand that you saw
I said we need to
in the
unburden.
thing. You hold that up, and you
Okay.
block your face, and this goo splatters across your hand, and just soaks in.
Great.
I would love if this is the point where I've come in and be like, the horses are ready.
Yeah. You could
Just that look on his face.
play the role of Beddoes.
Yes, I hand you this mantle.
Yeah, you come in right as there's a disturbing kind of almost deflating noise.
I look at you and I say he must be unburdened.
He dies.
Oh, good. Never
The
mind.
cigar,
He's unburdened.
the cigar in his eye. He just goes.
I start spraying over him.
What just happened to your hand, sister?
Your
I show both my hands.
Your method of unburdening him is a little more like ours, sister.
I've never said that your methods were
Uh-huh.
not.
Uh-huh.
What?
Renaud, we have to go.
We need to go.
Would you
So
run?
you're praying over him. You hear very softly.
And the Lord sees you.
Make me a con roll.
Dump stat.
93.
All right,
Oh, you
not
are rolling
a,
high. It's not even a dump stat.
No, I've got a 70 in con.
not a failure, but there is just like crippling pain in your left hand.
I take it as that I'm doing the correct thing.
Oh, sure.
That's actually very accurate for how nuns at the time would have
Doctor,
seen
it hurts
things.
when I do that. Don't do that.
I saw the goop get on the hand.
You did.
And now there's no
I show,
I saw the goop.
like, after I've given my rights, like, I pray over this man and I give him his rights, and you
Okay.
ask to see my hand.
They're like, the knights are like, come on.
Would you run
Faster rights.
Would you run into danger again?
I take my staff and I get off. I'm sure I was on my
If we're gonna
knees or
find it
something.
before they get to it, we have to go now.
Let us go. Also, running is a relative term. I shuffled very slowly towards him and calmly, and nobody stopped me, and y'all just kept talking about it. After I said,
Don't even try to put that on us.
he must be unburdened.
I'm just gonna look at Eloise and say, we carry a curse with us, be it on your head, and just walk out.
You're blaming her now?
A little bit.
He blames everyone.
Apparently.
Eloise rolls her eyes. I can't do it very well.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Do barrel roll.
I love that. Yeah, you're really bad at that. Wow.
Man, I was so bad at rolling your eyes.
I don't know.
Like, your aura is eye roll.
Why? And I think in her head, she's like, just like frustrated with how little calculation is going into this. It just feels like we are barrel rolling into situations. So
Welcome to the world.
yeah,
So
welcome
you
to the world.
know where the know where the church is. So you guys, you're riding pretty quickly.
Yeah.
You are definitely uncomfortable with the pace that is being kept. But no ride rolls required yet.
Oh no, we might leave Sister Bernina behind.
Oh no!
So
Not
you are
like I'm taking a couple of turns a little sharply, just kind of hoping that happens.
you are definitely you are heading into the part of town that has been basically razed. This is where the worst of the fighting was. This is turning out like the Chaos Agents game. They're gonna be killing each other soon.
It's not as bad as the Chaos Agents game was, in fairness.
There is
Muscle cars, right? No.
There is a stream of refugees that are kind of going the same direction you are, just leaving town. It seems like these are most of the poor people from town that are trying to get out.
It's a smart move.
So and you notice there are no checkpoints here. Nobody seems to be like, nobody's caring. They're just like, keep moving, keep moving.
Mm-hmm.
And so you come up the 7th hill, and in front of you is a very strange tableau. 2 Frankish priests who look like they've seen something terrible. Their eyes are just telling a story. And a drunken prostitute are all sitting and pointing at a Greek priest who is hung from a balcony of a burned out building, but he's hung from his legs down. He's not dead. The priest is living. He's been beaten pretty badly. And the prostitute just keeps going over and over, "A witch! A witch!"
Are there any signs of witchcraft or any
I mean,
symbols or?
you don't see any.
It just looks like a.
He's
priest
just he seems like a Greek priest, dangling from he's been beaten.
I am appallingly apathetic towards that situation. I am going straight up to the Frank priests and asking them about the statue.
All right, as you approach the priests, there are a bunch of dead men on the ground, 4 Greeks and 3 Crusaders, and they say, "Oh, thank God you're here! That man, he unleashed a devil on the city. He's a witch.
What devil do you speak of?
He unleashed a devil. We don't know what kind.
Oh, can he do it again, or is he?
It's unleashed."
Who witnessed this?
Well,
She did. They point at the prostitute.
Yeah, I think that Eloise is like trying to like, what's going on with the prostitute? Because she's repeating the same thing over and over again. Is she in her right mind, or
She's drunk.
Okay, yeah, she's just having a good time.
So useful.
And one of the priests is like, she told us about the ritual this man did to summon an unholy horror that will feast on all of the Franks in this town as a curse for sacking this church. So clearly, we thought, how better to tell if he's a witch? We hung him up, and look, his beard does not hang down. And it is his blood. Sure enough, his beard is like bloody and matted and stays, it's not like flying down over his face.
Sure.
And they're like, clearly a witch.
Okay, so the statue. I start describing the statue to them. I need to find this.
There are a bunch of statues in the church.
Okay, you're helpful. And I go into the church.
How would you describe the statue?
Based off the same vague description that I got.
So
It's a virgin.
as you head towards the church, the Greek priest starts screaming in Greek.
Can I get the gist of what he's saying?
Yeah, I got it.
You don't need to make a roll. He's just saying the dragon. The dragon!
And us with no St. George. Hey, come on.
As you say
I
that,
have a lance.
inside this church
But I need
is
a
a
horse.
massive mural. One whole wall is a mural of St. George killing the dragon.
Oh, look at
Is
that.
the dragon still there?
I give him a little salute.
They are, the church is quite large, and it is loaded with statues, big and small. And there are many statues of the Virgin Mary. Everybody make me a listen roll.
Just right.
All right, you hear a child crying. Inside, so to the left is the altar and the apse of the church, which is the cross part. You are in the nave, which is, I'm not gonna, yeah, that's bad. And then the narthex is the back end where the dome is. And the crying seems to be coming from where the dome is, and it looks like part of the dome is collapsed.
I think I'll kind of softly go that direction. The Greek is the language that is often spoken here, or
Yes, Greek is the language of Constantinople.
okay. So I think that I would probably speak in Greek and say, "Is there anyone there?"
A small girl says in Greek, my mother, help my mother.
Where is she? And I'll keep going towards the voice.
You see a little girl in front of a bunch of rubble holding the hand of a very dead woman who is just well, maybe not, who knows.
Probably.
But there is someone buried in rubble.
Well, I'm pretty good at telling if people are dead or not. So I'll go up to the child and try to assess if there's anything I can do for her mother, and if I can't, I'll try to
No,
persuade.
she's quite dead.
Yeah, I think there are others that can help with the rubble. Child, come away, come away.
Are they the ones who came here before you?
Perhaps who came before me?
The ones that spoke the silly language.
Yes, what did they do?
They went downstairs.
All right, child. Come with me. We'll get some help for your mother.
I can't leave her.
She would want you to be strong and get away to safety.
But I'm safe with her.
You must be strong. And I'm trying to persuade her. Yeah.
Okay, make a persuade roll.
Yep.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, hard.
Yeah, you kind of start to draw her away, and you sort of stand in the way of her seeing her mom.
Yeah.
And she kind of gets confused, and she's like, will my mother be okay?
Some big strong men will come by and do what they can for her. But you need to be strong for her.
I thought the big strong men already came.
And went downstairs.
Yeah.
And was there anything peculiar about them?
They spoke the funny talk.
Funny talk? Were they wearing anything interesting?
A lot of black.
A lot of black.
Can't go
Well,
wrong.
come along, dear. And I'm trying to find.
All right, so you're bringing
not-
your kid along.
And I'm not. So
We have an
Eloise-
NPC now.
We got an. Well, I don't want to bring her into more
Yeah,
horror.
no.
Damn it,
dump
we
her off
adopted a
with
child.
We're not adopting it. That's a yeah.
The
So
Frank priests. Give him to the Frank.
well, no. So
Two priests outside.
well, no. I mean, no. Eloise is like she is complicated, but she is not morally corrupt in her own eyes. So she's like, there's a child who needs help. I'm going to pass her off to the closest person that I feel is not you.
So are you?
I'm also
nose
sad.
No one in the party.
I
but-
imagine you're just now like breaking statues.
No, because like, here's the, he put it underneath a Virgin Mary statue.
Yeah.
I'm looking for one, if I'm seeing any that have been moved
Okay.
in particular, that'd be a great sign. Otherwise, I'm just trying to move them and see.
All right. So
if-
you're looking for statues. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's probably examining the man who's
Okay.
hung up. I'm
Oh, so you're still outside. Okay. What are you doing?
I'm taking the opposite side from Andre and checking
Looking for statues? Okay.
the virgin statues.
And-
actually, I might want to interview the prostitute.
Okay. Sure. She.
Translator. Translator.
Oh man,
Interpreter.
I should have made her sound like
Interpreter.
Nina. Darn it.
No.
Rita, you mean?
Rita.
I mean, in fairness, he hasn't said much yet.
No, that's true.
You could check out that route.
So, how do you begin a interview with a prostitute?
A drunk prostitute.
It's like an interview with a vampire.
I mean,
My new 10-book series.
I don't think I judge her for her obvious prostitution
All right.
whatsoever.
She appreciates that.
I mean, it has to be obvious if he's told us that is what she is. I don't know what that means
By the
exactly, but
both the priests, when they see you're a nun, they're like, we don't know her.
I smile smallly and give them a what's this called?
You know.
One of these?
You put your hands together.
Like a reverence.
A little supplication.
Yeah.
Ooh, something.
And I approach her and I say, dear, I wish to speak to you of what you've seen.
Okay.
I've been told that you witnessed a demon summoned forth by this witch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you tell me exactly what you saw?
Oh, it was horrible. It was pink and it had one eye.
Not his member, dear. The monster that you summoned forth.
I made a nun say member.
Tell me of the demon, please.
Well, yeah, it was a demon. I've seen him before.
How many times?
Oh, a lot. You know, in my line of work.
Again, we're not speaking of the man's genitalia.
I didn't even know that word.
What did he do to summon the demon?
Well, he unbuckled his pants.
At a certain
I
point,
turn
just
around.
make an
Yeah, no, I
intelligence check.
turn around and kind of leave. I go to the.
I think he spit on it.
I go to the two
Right.
Frank
Yeah, they're right.
priests and I say, she speaks of the man's sexual experience, not of any demons being summoned. Where
So he's not a witch?
did you come to the understanding that he had summoned a demon?
Well, she just told us he was a witch and that he'd summoned a demon.
Did you ask her what the demon was?
What kind of question is that? No. A
I
demon's
walk
a
away.
demon.
I walk inside. Are you with
So
me?
you two are searching. You're getting the kid to safety.
Yeah, and well,
You're- you start to take the kid out to the priest, and Bernadette's like, "Oh, okay."
31. I can't take care of it.
No,
Child?
perhaps.
I'm not ready for that kind of
Perhaps-
responsibility.
This is the most agitated you've seen her.
Were there any common people outside?
Sure, there are a few, like, looking at the guy hung up.
There's some residents nearby.
She shouldn't be inside.
No, perhaps we can ask a neighbor to care for the child.
Okay, I got good insight. Can I scope who's the best person to pass this kid off of?
So you actually walk out, and a woman goes, Mirto? Mirto, come!
There we go.
And the kid will go and will start speaking in Greek to this woman, basically saying Mama's resting inside, and you help me.
And I'm sure the woman's like, oh no.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'd give her like.
Yeah, the
look.
woman looks at you and
Yeah.
she's like,
Yeah.
come here.
And
I'd like to gather.
and then yes,
gather
as soon as I'm away from the kid, I'm like, yeah, we need to all get up because she gave me intel.
The woman outside is mistaken. There was no demon.
But the child saw people in black going downstairs.
Well, then I would take her word over the.
Both of you make me spot hidden rolls for your searching.
I rolled a river, 88.
Anybody want?
I'm not gonna make it. Are you gonna make it?
I've got a 45, so
Yeah.
I've got a reasonable chance.
Let's try. Let's use points.
Okay.
Sure.
Get in this glass. Wait.
I'd be
You
good
gave
at
him
throwing
two.
at you.
Yeah,
They're both re-rolling.
I mean, just because we need to.
I rolled slightly better.
I roll just as bad.
No.
You got luck.
I don't have that much.
I don't have that much luck. I mean, I do, but
You want to push
Come on,
it?
you're NPCs. Or you can push the roll.
Do you want to push it?
Yeah, I'm gonna push the roll by pushing some statues.
Yes.
You should push some We don't have time.
So yeah, all of a sudden Andre's like, there's no time. Crash.
I'm gonna join him in this because I'm frustrated.
Fantastic.
You can be running. Yes, I'm hard success.
All right. So
We were both the same statue.
So there's
Smashy.
There's 3 minutes of you guys looking, and I don't know. And Andre's finally we don't have
Just with
time.
his legs.
And you both start pushing statues over, and you both push over a rather large statue of St. John, and behind it is a tiny little statue of the Virgin Mary that was very hard to find. And underneath, you
Gotta push
find
St. John.
Gotta push H.
You got it.
He was on mushrooms. That's where the Book of
Classic.
Revelation came
Dark
from.
talk. Quakers.
You find a small package that is wrapped in parchment, about the size of a small notebook.
Take it out. I want to quickly check it before I hear the women coming back.
All right. It seems like it contains several items, but without opening the parchment,
I'm gonna glance to see if I can see where Eloise and Sister Bernadette are.
I'll
The
stand in
crashing statue kind of gave them a hint, so they're coming. You don't have much
all
time.
body block, but also I'll be like, we should take it to the bay.
Body block for me.
I don't want to see. Oh, okay, and I turn around. I don't want to see it.
Yeah, I'm
see
gonna
this.
move a little bit further in
Okay.
and let him physically intercept while I open up the package.
Okay. On the very top of it, as you open it, is a paper, and on it, do you speak Latin or Greek?
Greek.
Make me a Greek roll.
I'll spend the luck to get that.
Okay. It's about it. It's someone is going to a bloody tower at when called by his favorite son, and the city will run red with fire and blood. There's a couple words you're not sure about, but that's
Yeah.
the gist of it.
I'll file that away and keep looking through. I do know that Eloise speaks Greek better than I do, so I'll pass
all
it to
right.
her if it's not too.
There are 3 pages, one in Latin, one in Greek, and one in Arabic. You can see they have all sorts of weird symbols and depictions of flayed humans.
Don't give it to the weird lady though.
There's
She
also
probably doesn't have a 75 in Latin.
I'm keeping it well away from the weird lady. She'll get ideas.
there's also a small wax.
They're terrified of you.
There's a small case that appears to be made out of abalone, and it is sealed with wax.
I love abalone.
It's really pretty.
Yeah.
Beautiful material.
How big is it?
Make me a con roll.
You got it.
Uh-oh.
Also, you're taking a while to do this, right? I'm gonna warn you, don't
Okay.
let it taint you.
So you both. He's clearly trying to delay you.
I'm not delaying. I'm very obviously like.
He's like standing to the side and doing this, and you finally break through. Are you secreting everything? Are you gonna leave some of it out? What are you doing?
No, I'm not hiding any of it at this point. I just wanted to get a chance to see what it all was before the two crazy ladies had a look at it.
Are you opening the wax?
You crazy
I'm
lady.
not crazy.
Are you opening the wax case? The wax
Yes.
sealed case?
Yes.
All right, make me a
I'm a
dodge roll.
surgeon. I'm not crazy.
Same difference. Can I use a coin?
Well, after what you said about me, no.
I'm asking you. Yes.
Okay. So
Regular success.
you open it, and something jumps, and you close it immediately.
Okay.
Something in there.
Like something was trying to jump out of there.
And just like
And you-
immediately clap it shut again.
Was that in the abalone thing?
Yeah, and the wax seal is now broken.
Okay. Is there? You said there was fire around for Sister Bernadette to do her thing. I'm gonna like go to that and like hold it in place and melt the wax back into place to cap it back off.
All right. So,
I see all that.
yeah, you see all that, and on the ground next to her, she's holding the case as a bunch of papers.
Him.
Them. Sorry. Him. You're not. Yeah.
I played dudes in this game.
You
damn
do.
it.
I better.
It's my goo hand. Since I got gooed, I keep my rosary around that hand.
Okay. That is the hand that is hurting.
Sure.
God's will. So.
Know it.
I say, oh, you found it. There was a small girl who saw men in black going downstairs.
We should probably deal with that. Do you want to have a look at the papers? There's a lot of stuff in Greek. I don't read it well, but
Well, we need to get this over to the ship in the bay with the gentleman.
With the leper?
Yes.
To visit a leper.
oh, that is high on my list.
Are
of
we not
don't want
going to?
Why don't we check downstairs
We know if
for
it's
because we have to cross all the way back and then back here.
And you
don't
know
have to come
traffic.
back here.
Bridge and tunnel.
The more that we cross the city, the more that these two are going to want us to help people.
I just said we don't have to come back here. We don't have to come back.
If there's people if there's cult people downstairs, it sounds like we do need to be back here.
Right. Well,
Eloise like takes personal offense to that, but it's being read very well. But she's like, I do help people.
What my son?
What am I?
I think I look directly at you and I say, addressing this matter would help the most people. If brevity is what we need, then we should follow it.
I agree. Ugh.
that means we're leaving.
No, we go in
Downstairs? Are we not going to at least look?
Let's at least look.
All right.
I mean,
There might be another column with eyes in it.
If you bumbling men would rather someone quiet go first, I'm happy to.
That's what I. No, I can do this.
Go get shot.
No.
Have fun.
No.
A voice outside says,
He's a real dickbag. He's not the fun guy. He's just the jerk. He's just the jerk. That's all.
you hear a voice from downstairs going like, there were no statues down there.
Ah.
Who said that?
A voice from the other side of the church where there's a stairway down. Coming up the stairs.
I'm going. No, don't get yourself
Perhaps we don't
killed.
even need to get involved. Maybe we beat them to it.
I'm going to take the items that we collected and put them into my pouch, covered by my tabard. Ooh, you just did a reroll.
Reroll, we got Ezra using bits.
Hey, who's there?
I'm gonna walk over.
Yeah, I'll
All
go
right,
with him.
so
Sword
there
out,
are.
shield up.
All right, yeah, you
Shield up, sword not drawn yet for
All right,
me.
he's got a
Shield
sword
up.
out. When you come up with a sword, a bunch of people are but like, so there are 10 pretty muscular guys. They
10.
seem like knights.
10. If they tell me that there's 5, I'm not gonna believe them.
And they are like, they all put their hands on their swords. And they say in Frankish,
Who are you with?
the winning side. Who are you with?
The Franks.
So the same.
We're on the same side.
I checked. Does their clothing?
They're wearing all black. They have no heraldry.
Where are your uniforms?
We're not soldiers.
But their accents are proper?
Yeah, their accents are fine.
I'll slowly put my sword away.
All right, their hands stay. We're here looking for something.
Well, they found the witch.
That's not what we're looking for.
And the lady
Wow.
buried in stone, apparently.
Not what. Who cares?
What?
Well then, we'll leave you to your search.
Why are you here?
We are on command of our lord. None of your business.
I think we're gonna make it our business. There's something here.
The witch.
You're not here for the witch.
Well, it's not a witch.
Where did you find it?
I approach them and I put up my...
Ladies, stay back.
I unwrap my rosary and I try and summon the eye.
You try to summon the eye.
I try and evoke it in whatever way.
All right, yeah, you don't need to make a roll.
You're in front of me?
I walk in
about
front
to
of
be.
them
Okay.
An eye pops out of your hand.
and I say, perhaps we are looking for the same reasons. And then I wrap it again and I...
Don't leave that covered. Always show the world your true and beautiful self.
I turn to them.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
What do I roll?
By the way,
to-
there's some serious sanity rolls needed. As Sister Bernadetta shoulders you all aside, holds her hand out, and goes, and an eye goes.
That was some really
me
body
too?
positivity stuff, Ezra. I was really impressed.
Me too?
Yeah, you need a sanity roll.
Oh, you don't even if you give me good sanity, I'm gonna fumble that shit. 99.
I'm not okay with it, but I made the
I'm okay
roll.
with it, but I succeeded the sanity
Everybody that
roll.
made the roll loses
Doesn't matter
one.
who. Doesn't matter who just playing.
Eloise, make me an intelligence roll.
Okay.
No.
I want to understand it. Yeah, I make it. Just
All right.
barely.
So you lose 5 sanity,
Amazing.
and that eye is the most amazing thing you've ever seen. And just imagine if you had an eye that you could move around,
You do. You
you
do.
would
You don't
be
have-
you would be the ultimate spy.
I could see everything.
You could.
You have 2 of them. Don't listen.
You are fascinated by that eye.
Wow, the possibilities.
So
Okay.
once you show them the eye, their hands kind of come off their swords, and they said, "So what was it?"
It was texts.
Who are you taking them to?
You hear the grinding of my teeth.
Yeah, Renault's not far behind with you just like,
Those who need to see them.
Oh, come on. We're not that kind of cult. What is with these stupid tryhards that want to speak in riddles? Lady, use normal language.
We're going now. We're going.
Well, where? Where are you? I can't let you leave.
Oh, I pull out my sword. You can't.
We outnumber you.
Okay. Yeah, and the sword's out. I'm.
yeah,
I live in this situation.
I
We're
just draw my
initiatives
sword.
now.
I'm just done.
Yeah, I think
Where
we're
it's just
initi-
like,
So these guys do not have shields, but they have swords, and they are clearly wearing armor under the.
Oh, they are wearing it.
Yeah, they're wearing armor underneath the black.
Okay, with my new lease on life. Did I spot you putting it away?
I wasn't making any effort.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I know that you have.
Yeah, I wasn't making any effort to hide it from our group,
Yeah.
but I have it in a pouch under my tabard.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, good to know.
All right, so on an 80,
Jesus.
a very familiar singing starts echoing around the church. But the 10 guys that are coming, they're not singing. But they hear it and they're just like,
Yeah, this is my jam right here.
Sounds good.
I feel like we got a lot of time before the water reaches us.
We are a lot higher up this
Yeah.
time, it's true.
that was an 80. 70, we'll start over here this time.
Okay, I'm
because you
just charged.
initiated.
I am like livid right now. I am so unhappy with this day. This whole day, I'm taking this day out on them.
All right, that's a sword roll.
Yeah.
I'm taking this down on them.
Okay, regular success.
All right, so do your damage, which I think is a D8 plus a D4 with your damage bonus.
So 7.
All right, he's gonna try. Nope. So you like go right at the guy who was talking, and one of his fellow guys just goes like, "You can't!" Blah! And you just cut him down. And the guy just sort of looks at you. 70.
If I'm gonna cut down the next person who looks like
All
they're
right.
trying to get in the
Make
way
me
of
a
this.
sword roll.
That's a 96.
All right. Make me a dex roll.
67 is regular
All right.
success.
So your sword luckily is not balanced for throwing, so you don't try and throw it, but you do like stumble as you are like going forward. And
yeah, this is one of the pieces of masonry that we broke caught my foot.
I love it. Yeah. All right, 70. You know, as Renaud stumbled, your eyes can't help but just alight on that pouch that has been somewhat revealed by that stumble.
I need the pouch.
You can eat the thing that's in the little box.
Yeah, eat it. You should eat it. Yeah.
And
Or shove it in
maybe
your
I
eye.
get so many eyes.
That's how,
I could get so many eyes.
that's
Yeah.
how things in boxes work.
And
Why
then I
do
could
we keep
see
going for eyes? Jesus
everything.
Christ.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
I'm a little sorry. I'm
No,
sympathetic slightly.
This will be Cheryl coded. You know, I'll be hot and have a bunch of angel eyes.
Sure. That's how Call of Cthulhu works, right?
The eyes gonna have like big eyelashes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Smoky,
Cheryl's character in Thirsty Sword Lesbians.
Okay. So, yeah. Pouch?
I actually tried to change it from, because eyes are all over this thing, and I was like, oh man, what can I change? And I was like, kidneys, no. I was like,
Noses.
and then I was
Noses.
like,
Ears.
I almost did a mouth, but I didn't because of other reasons.
Oh. Is that a clue? Did we just get a clue?
That's a clue for like 2 campaigns from now.
What?
Oh, okay. Wow, you're playing the long game here.
2 campaigns. All right, so...
Or I'm full of it.
What are you doing?
I'm going to, sneak up and take the pouch.
Okay, make a stealth roll.
Okay.
Do
not
you
a
know
good
how
use of
belts and pouches work back then?
Well, how did they work? I could unbuckle it.
You'd have to undo the whole belt.
Can I cut it off?
Yeah,
I got a dagger.
You can cut it off. I mean, she's gonna know. He's gonna know. Renaud is gonna know.
I got a hard.
Okay, so you cut it off, but he knows. You know that, like, Eloise was just like, boop.
I give him a, like, this is the best.
I'm gonna give her the hardest look of you're next.
Well, I need to get out of here.
I was just going.
This is a day.
The
Choices have
cultists,
been made.
the cultists do not seem to. They all of a sudden the singing changes and they look confused. They're kind of like, that's not. I haven't heard that one. What? And they sort of mill about. 50, Sister Bernadetta.
I'd like to hide and ready my staff for if somebody gets close to me to.
Fireball.
I don't have any magic.
What?
But I'd like to bonk somebody on the head
Sure.
if they get close.
I don't have any magic, says the person with an eye in their hand.
Well, I don't have any magic.
Does the eye manifest fireball?
Yeah, tell it to cast fireball for you.
Cast fireball.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta see it from behind.
yeah.
Fireball. Fireball.
Is it your left hand?
I don't know.
It is your left hand, yes.
All right.
Dead fidget on your hip finger.
All right. There is an earthquake,
Cool.
a rumbling,
Well, part of this already collapsed,
and
so...
the cultists all look very concerned, and we go back to the top. So we'll start here.
Oh, good. I'm gonna get the hell away from this guy. I think,
Are you leaving the church?
yeah. I think I'm not. So here's Eloise's point of view. That was like, I need to protect this item from them, and you're getting in a fight with them. So I need to get it away from all of you.
That's how it came across. Or the other way.
Oh, don't worry, I won't use my sword. My shield has stats too.
Yeah.
So, she's gonna get to her horse.
All right, so you're leaving the church.
But yeah, I'm leaving the church, and I'm waiting to see if I can talk my way out of this.
All right, so you leave the church, and you see a man, a tall blonde man, dressed kind of like a Venetian.
Okay.
And
like a Venetian.
he
Gross.
is
Very specific
he's
fashions.
standing there with his hands like this, and the prostitute and the two priests are floating in the air along with the guy who was hung. And as you come out of the church, he just goes, and their throats all split blood, and they crumple to the ground. And as they crumple to the ground, he goes, and then he looks at you. Buongiorno, signora. And he holds out his hand.
To whom have I made my acquaintance? And I say in Italian.
I am Captain Ramardi of the Venetian Army, the
Right.
Venetian Navy.
I've heard of him.
The priest was raving
Priest
about it.
mentioned him.
And I am here to take you away from all of these.
Incredible. What a good man you are.
You have something I want. You have something I need.
This is giving Dracula. This is giving a
Little
little
bit,
bit of
little bit.
Dracula.
Phantom of the Opera. No, that's different. Man, I'm playing a really smart person, damn it.
Roll intelligence.
This church is about to be destroyed. You come with me, you're safe. You don't come with me, you go back inside. You take your chances.
I just saw a bunch of throats get slit.
Floating throats.
Yeah,
Floating
floating throats.
Any throats.
Not just any throats.
Special floaty throats.
So I think she's recognizing that she's outdone in this situation, but is like,
His hand is still held out.
yeah, I think that she's like playing for time, but also had a critical failure sanity thing recently. So is like slowly making her way towards him, but is like trying to milk it, but is also like playing up, I'm super hot. And it's just like, I'm just slowly walking towards this guy.
Curls bouncing.
The curls are bouncing.
Curves curving.
The curves are curving.
You're doing that. On a 60, the cultists are gonna kind of...
We started with her on this.
Oh, yeah, 70.
yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
There's two more of
70.
us.
There's some 70s. You
Yeah.
should tell me now.
You're out of my
yeah.
reach. Lucky for you.
3 more. I'm on 50.
70.
I'm gonna continue fighting cultists.
All right, they seem to be now, like, after that last time of confusion, now they're, like, fighting back.
Cool.
So, go ahead and make a sword roll. This is gonna be opposed.
97. These dice are retired.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that is, this guy makes you look bad.
Yeah.
Uh,
No one makes me bleed my own blood.
70.
That hangover still got it.
I'm trying, man.
I'm trying.
Okay, that is a critical success.
All right, so...
I want the smug guy.
So yeah, the smug guy like steps to you, and he's like got this, you know, his sword comes out, and he's preparing. And yeah, you literally just like whack, and he goes, roll damage. A D8 plus a D4. Oh wait, you rolled a critical.
Critical.
Oh, okay, you do double damage. So 2D8 plus 2D4.
Do you need to borrow dice?
Yes.
What do you need?
D8 and a D4.
Oh, my D8 is my round counter. Let me change that and all.
So that's 10
Oh, God.
damage.
All right. Yeah, he you like slice into his neck, and he just goes, I yield! I yield! And he drops his sword and he drops to the ground on his knees.
Can I finish him off and crack him in the head?
Sure, on a 50, like he's on the ground going, I yield, and out of
And I'm
nowhere.
like, okay, I've done enough.
Yeah.
Then the old lady.
No.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Crack him on
Yeah,
the
so
head
she
with
just
my
comes up and goes,
staff.
bam, and the staff hits him right here, and he goes, oh, and he's down. And his neck is in an unfortunate
I
angle.
look at you placidly.
So placid.
Path of the Lord.
The path of the Lord.
God's
Amen.
will.
On a 60, as soon as that happens, I think it's 5 remaining.
No, I think it's
6.
8.
2, 3 are down, so 7. Because
3.
you killed 1, you killed 2.
You killed one?
I didn't hit anyone.
Oh,
I've
all right, so it's
only
8.
critically fumbled. Twice.
All right, well, let's roll.
But they
there.
also had a reaction to the singing.
How many people can surround me at once is the question.
Well,
on a normal grid map.
now what these guys start to back away with their swords out, and they're like, "We don't want to be here.
I motion to the door.
We're leaving." And they're they're like, "We don't trust you," but they're backing away, and they go out through a hole in the wall of the back of the church.
Oh, they got a little hole in the wall.
Oh, nice.
Just for them.
Just for
Fortunately,
now.
the front door is totally safe to exit through.
Super safe.
All right. Are you taking his hand?
Pooja wants to.
Pooja wants to. Okay. Pooja's flappable. I never said Pooja wasn't flappable.
No, we all know.
Yeah,
We know very well that you are quite flappable.
Both arms are going. We can see.
I'm flapping.
we've seen the flaps.
You're playing Flappy Bird right now.
Good game.
Was it?
Yes,
No.
I liked it.
Well, you can like it.
Yeah,
That doesn't make it a good game.
I like careers. Not a game. Actually, careers.
She doesn't see them coming out. She's walking slow.
Cozy up, and shanky.
This is a good idea, actually.
I mean, don't you normally do
I'm
that?
very good at daggers.
Yeah.
So,
Stiletto daggers?
600 years in the future, someone's died.
I do think, yeah. I'm not with Venetians. I'm with Marie. And this guy is magic. Might kill me, but I think,
Oh, knife to the kidney.
yeah, is gonna
Classic.
get as close as she can to him and be as hot as she can as she's walking up and is getting her like hidden dagger ready and is gonna go for.
All right, make me a dagger roll.
Oh God, I'm so.
We haven't
nervous.
heard that in several
I'm
years.
so nervous.
Here we go.
I'm so nervous. Okay, God, these dice scare me.
These dice are hard to read.
They're hard to read. I did make it a regular.
Okay.
But your dagger's also crazy high. So what are you feeling? Question.
I mean, I think I could die if I don't kill him in one shot.
I don't think you're gonna.
Coup de grace.
I don't think
Yeah.
you're gonna kill him, but like, even if you get like a good hit.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Do
I mean-
you want the reroll?
I say just keep it in there and keep twisting. Hope for the best.
Yeah.
So regular success.
Regular.
That's what you do with daggers, right?
All right.
Yes.
I don't
So
know what you do with daggers, man.
where's the prostitute?
Yeah. I think she.
We know where the prostitute is.
So I think that she probably has one hidden in her sleeve.
Sure.
That like flings out and then she goes for.
All right.
Yeah.
You go to stab him.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed style?
Yeah. Assassin's Creed
Your
style.
dagger passes through him, and he says, "Oh, pretty bird, come with me. Don't make this harder than it has to be.
I see. I've been beat.
Cannot.
What is there to hit? I'm.
You have hit my heart."
I can recognize that I am playing in a field I have never played in before, so it slinks back. That didn't make a lot of sense, you know.
I'm not a virgin.
Well, if you were, I wouldn't hold that against you.
I don't. Is there a language thing? I don't understand.
I didn't make sense. Don't worry about it.
Am I the field?
I'm far afield, you could
Are
say.
you the field?
So confused.
What do we walk in on? Describe the scene for us. We're just standing there watching this.
You come.
So have you ever
staggering
thought
down the
about a
church.
game where you have a bat
Pick 'em my head.
and you hit? Yeah, I think that she recognizes that she's beat and
All
doesn't
right.
want to die.
So you come staggering out of the
Yeah.
church.
I'm not staggering.
Well, you're staggering because of the earthquake that is ongoing, and the earthquake is localized on the church.
As they are.
As they are, and the church is collapsing behind you as you just make it out, and you see Eloise take the hand of a mysterious man, and they
Get it, girl.
they both disappear.
Oh shit! I did not see this coming.
Really?
You need to smoke more.
I need to smoke more.
I honestly didn't either.
Andre walks to the side, and there are all the profanities. Every last profanity. He makes some up.
Yeah. Renault's a little quieter about it, but he's swearing in 3 languages. And just like,
If anyone's not coming, it was you.
honestly. I mean, he was hopeful that he'd be able to get there first.
Yeah.
To shield whack her, but, you know.
Make me a luck roll,
Oh.
Renaud.
I hate that. Regular success.
All right. You look down at your pouch, which was cut off, and wedged in there is one of the pieces of paper.
Okay. I'm gonna pull that out. Andre,
Yes.
we're not left with nothing at least. I'm gonna come and show it to him.
Yeah.
Like Charlie's.
I'll take a smoke break.
I'll take
All
a
right.
break.
Look,
Trying
Charlie's never
to-
far from me.
Charlie's
Trying to
never
think about where she is.
Make a pow roll. Okay. What regular success?
Yes, 63 out of 85.
All right. So you light the thing, and the smoke just gets sucked into the eye.
Even wrapped with the. Gotta have a
I
hard
want,
success now.
I want an eye in my hand. Oh, I have an eye in my
I never
hand. Why
said
isn't
I
that
would.
cool?
I didn't say I
You
was.
summoned it.
I didn't say I wanted.
You
But you
summoned
did summon
it.
I
it.
summoned it to manipulate the dudes, but
And you did a great job of doing
Look,
that.
if you formed the
did.
blazing sword, you're carrying the blazing sword.
But
okay. But what does it do
101.
for
My
me?
mood is
101.
contained, but you can see it underneath just percolating. I am.
oh yeah, I'm gonna just look at him and nod and be like, "We have a job to do," and show him the paper, and we can beat the fuck out of them later. Who the them is, we'll find out. It might be Eloise. I'm fine with that.
Are you, I guess, going to the leper then?
Getting on the horses and going back up and to the
All right.
leper.
Yeah,
So-
and we'll make sure to bring Eloise's horse with us so that if we find her and don't hurl her immediately into the ocean, she'll have a horse.
My swim is. No.
At least you're not wearing chainmail.
Valid.
So you make it to the harbor, and no one will row you to the leper's boat, but they'll give you a rowboat and point you to the preternaturally gloomy and kind of like run-down looking boat.
Yeah.
It's an old cargo ship. It's 2 decks with a high castle on both ends and you row out.
Would you say pieces are falling off of the boat?
I would not.
You'd avoid saying that explicitly?
Yes, I would
Okay.
not. I would not say that.
Yeah, between Renaud and Andre, we'll row
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, you get out there, no problem.
And Sister Bernadette is doing her part.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah, Sister Bernadette just sitting there with the cigar, like, why?
Nope. Just holding my staff, looking placid.
Just looking placid over there.
Just looking placid over
So by
here.
this time, it's getting to be dusk. as you come on the boat.
Oh boy.
Our favorite time to deal with a leper.
Yeah.
3 creepy-looking guys
Leper o'clock.
in black hoods and robes, wearing silver masks.
Yeah, I hate that.
Will like pull the boat up, and a little rope ladder that you climb up, and they silently motion you down below decks.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, I'm not talking to people with black robes on.
I suppose they're from a different cult.
Yeah.
Difficult.
The silver mask doesn't save it for me.
Intriguing, though.
No.
So, head down.
Yeah.
The stairwell assaults you with just the smell of like rotting flesh. It is
Put something
awful.
up against my mouth, sure.
And
Nose.
and you come down, and everyone is wearing all black, not showing any skin. They wear the masks.
Who's everyone?
There's about 12 people. There's about a dozen people on this boat. They seem like servants.
12.
A dozen.
If they tell me that they aren't 12, I'm gonna catch on to them. I counted. I can count.
Good job.
And they
Can you
bring
count above 10?
I can. I have toes.
Good job.
None of the rest of you have medicine. So all of you except Eloise make me first aid rolls. Let's see how much you know about leprosy.
Oh, you don't go anywhere near them. I know that.
Well, all
It's
right.
contagious.
You don't need to make the roll.
Hard.
Okay.
Hard.
Yeah,
All right,
don't.
yeah.
I don't want to be near them.
Yeah.
So leprosy, for you two, just leprosy bad.
Leprosy
you have
don't touch.
Yeah, you're very careful. You're like warning people not to touch anything. They know, but you're being very careful about not touching anything. And they bring you silently to what is probably the captain's cabin. And inside is what looks like some sort of alchemy laboratory / surgeon's chamber. There are the stereotypical jars with like eyes in them and jars with like, dead lizards and all floating in formaldehyde or alcohol or whatever. I don't know. Formaldehyde was the thing back then. And sitting at the table is another person wearing that black robe with a silver mask. And he looks up and he says, "Hello, I'm Brother Maravac. I was told that you would come, but I was told there were 4 of you."
One of us has been taken.
"I see. What have you brought me?"
Very little, unfortunately. She who was taken took most of it. No. Kind of like put the paper down somewhere that he can get to it and then back up.
You inspected some of it, though, right?
Oh yeah, no, and I would have showed that. Well, I had a look.
Anything you can remember.
Yeah, I'll pass along what I read if that's not on the paper there.
"This is very useful. You have done the Count a great service."
There was also an abalone container that had something in it. When I tried to open it, something tried to jump.
"You must not open that container.
Well, it's not in my possession anymore.
That container contains the skin of the skinless one."
What?
Oh, good. And one of the 2 idiots will probably open it.
You opened it.
I'm not saying I'm not an idiot.
This paper, this is very useful.
So this is all we need. We're done.
No.
God damn it.
But this could lead us to where your friend has been taken.
Friend is a very strong word.
Making a lot of assumptions there.
We have a job to do.
I don't spend a lot of time around people.
Co-workers.
That's probably smart.
This is part of a ritual. The ritual of...
I'm sorry, I saw a head on that page. That was pretty cool.
Was
Just
it cool
wait.
head?
There's a head.
Just wait.
Just wait.
Just wait.
That is, what is it? Here we go.
You got a better angle
Yes.
than me.
This ritual, we can use this to find that piece of the skinless one. Much like, how do I explain it to simpletons? Dowsing.
I was literally about to say dowsing as an
And
example.
you mean the royal we, as in we
Yes,
will
you're all
let you do
simpletons.
it. No, I mean you will do the ritual, and we will
Yes.
go where you tell us to. Yes. You will do the ritual.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I will do the ritual.
All right. We'll come back after you've done that.
I just need a small amount of skin.
Come again?
I just need a small amount of skin.
I step
well-
forward.
Well, I'm like, you're a leper, right? Don't you have?
I step forward.
My skin is tainted.
Brother, my skin may be tainted as well.
Well,
What do you mean?
And I ask for a bag, like a black, like a bag.
He looks around and, yes, here.
I put my hand in the bag and I say, I was touched by the evil that we pursue. And I like do kind of a peekaboo kind of a thing so that the eye can't see us.
Wincest?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So I want to.
That's a senior Wincest.
Jeez.
The guy did a bit with a box that could talk.
Sure. I believe you.
Believe you.
So I
Duke Fleeg knows.
Duke Fleeg
I
knows.
disbelieve. Roll the disbelief.
I try and show him without the eye being seen.
Oh,
Do
beautiful.
you know of any way to? It is
he failed his sound check too.
it is preventing my visions.
Well, that is
You-
a sentence.
The Duke didn't tell you.
I must confess, I only sort of hear most of what he says.
I nod in understanding.
I nod and understand it. So I explained to him about the anchorness and all.
I too remove myself from most of humanity.
We are of like minds.
Yes. I could cut your arm off.
Is that the only way?
Only? It's the best way?
Would I be able to continue our mission with
Are
such
you
a-
left-handed?
Would the injury prevent me?
Well, you're quite old.
That is why I'm asking.
You'd probably want to rest for a little while.
We don't have that time. Is there a way that we can mitigate this?
Well, unfortunately, I don't think I can take your skin.
I understand. I look crestfallen. I wanted to give my skin.
Yeah? He'll still take it.
I'll give some skin if he wants it.
Well, there's lots of bodies back in the city.
There isn't time to go back.
There's always time to go back.
Not in this situation.
I want to go back now
Why do you want to go back?
because it's evening and I'm tired
They
and
are
I hate this.
they are both uncomfortable with the issues that we are grappling against.
Leprosy?
The darkness.
There's always darkness.
They
But
are unaware
the
of.
beauty is, the sun always comes up.
I say amen.
Tomorrow. So we'll be back tomorrow with
Yes.
some skin.
Here's what we'll do. I will study this ritual. You'll come back tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You'll bring me some skin. I
How
will-
much skin do you need?
I'm
I'm about to hear yards. I can tell that. That's sort of
If
like
you could get about 6 inches of the lower back.
lower back skin.
That's very specific.
Yeah.
All
It
right.
also reminds me of, not that it is related, but Wellington. Do you remember? He had a Flank of skin missing.
Yeah. I killed him.
Yeah, you remember? You remember?
I mean,
And Reggie was like, "Why that skin?"
Just saying.
yeah.
Thank you, Google Doc. Is there anything?
We've got herself trapped. It's the only thing that she's allowed to do right now.
Is there anything that I can do to mitigate this? I feel
The hand?
yes. I feel as if we
We
are
can
at
cut it off.
disadvantage.
You can keep the bag.
It's a nice bag.
It is preventing my gift. What if we cut off at the wrist?
Sure.
Then let's do that.
Well, all right. I wasn't expecting you to do surgery. This is exciting. Let's see. What will I need? You drink this, and he like puts a filter down in front of you.
I say a prayer and I.
You hold that right there.
All right.
Eye down, please.
Yes.
I don't want it looking at me.
So I will take Sister Bernadette's arm at about mid forearm and mid bicep and just hold it in place.
My eyes are closed and I'm praying.
I think our faces are like right next to each other. I can just like feel you whispering.
Yeah,
in my
it's
ear.
like
Just
under my
Stay
breath.
for this. You can go.
Oh. I'll be on the boat.
Okay. This is gonna hurt
I'm gone.
a lot.
I'm gone.
Oh, good. The filter's working. I'm very sorry about this. Do me a favor. Don't scream. And all of a sudden, he takes off the mask. And he looks you in the eye. And he says, I see you. And his teeth flash sharp. And he bites into your neck.
Okay.
And we cut about you feel like about 2 hours. You've been sitting in the boat and there's just one leper who's just standing there.
No way I'd be 2 hours?
Yeah. There's just one leper standing there kind of looking where you might be.
There's no way he'd wait 2
There's
hours.
no way I'd
Just
wait
head
2
back to
hours.
town.
There is
Well, no, I mean, I would
no
go back
chance
in after, like-
hells. 10 minutes, maybe.
Oh no, I'd be scared for 10 minutes. Stuff could still be happening. I don't know.
Trying to
but
figure
I would,
out how long it
yeah,
takes someone
I'd
to
give some
come.
buffer zone. I feel like I'd wait about 30 minutes and then I'd go back down like to the door and listen at the door to see.
To be fair, he's seen limbs chopped off.
Oh, yeah, he's
in
like, it's
seconds,
usually much
right?
faster.
Yeah,
It's usually
yeah.
pretty fast.
Yeah, but also like surgery, I don't like.
Yeah,
I don't
you know
hang
what's
around
going
for
on.
that. That's not fun. But there's also like, there's no way this. At first, I'm kind of like, kind of crazy to take this long, but I don't know what crazy leper surgeons do. And so I'm given a buffer, and then it's like, okay, and then I go to the door and I listen at the door to see if I hear anything happening.
You hear Bernadetta praying frantically.
I'll crack the door.
Okay? Don't come in here. You won't like what you see.
But I only hear the praying.
Yes. No, that was the. You heard Merrivac say.
I heard
that.
Merrivac,
Yeah.
but I'm only hearing
only
the
hear
praying.
the praying.
I'm not hearing like the squishy sounds of cutting.
No. We're almost done.
I'm crisis mode. Okay, I'll close it and I'll step back for a few minutes.
All right.
We're almost done.
You keep hearing the praying, and you hear Merrivac saying something in a language you don't understand.
That's not surgery.
And then he says, "And now drink this."
Okay, that's
And the praying stops.
okay. They're not. I'm gonna open up. I'm good. It's good.
All right.
Everything's good now.
So you open the door. Renal is sitting, looking dazed, on a chair. Bernadetta is where you left her. Just her hand. The hand is on the ground. Her arm, which is not bandaged, is sitting next to her hand, which has been removed about here.
Okay.
There is tons of blood.
And how many hit points is that?
Like, I don't know. I
Most
don't
of
know
them. Yeah.
surgery,
Yeah.
but I know enough.
Merrivac, when you open the door, looks up and you feel the smile under his mask. And he holds up his knife and he says, just about done.
It's off.
Yes. He goes, but this has to be dealt with. And he flips it over and he takes his knife and he stabs right into the eye. And the eye, the hand of Sister Bernadetta goes, "Ah!" There's like a scream and the hand like stiffens and then
That's okay. I'm okay with that part.
Oh, that's not a sanity check?
No, that's good.
Yeah, you're happy
And
about
it didn't burst. If it had burst,
it didn't
then I would have been like,
now I just need to clean this up.
well, and I'm looking, like the arm's not tied off.
Nope.
The arm isn't cauterized.
Nope.
I look at
Sister Bernadetta's slowly,
I look at Renaud,
placidly
and I'm
burning it
trying to
out.
figure out.
Renaud maybe got passed out from the, the grossness of it, something.
No, it's pretty tough. I'm gonna go give him a shake.
All right. How do you respond to the shake?
I don't.
Okay. There is no response.
Hey, Renaud, shake a little harder. Get your ass up.
Just stares vacantly.
It's a side effect.
Of what? Is the arm still bleeding?
Yes.
And a leopard did this. And a leopard did this. Okay, no, I'm thinking to myself.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
He's like, you're very distracting. I really need to clean this up, he says, pointing at the arm.
is there? I'm trying to think if I surely have some sort of cord on me that I can.
Yeah, you can
tie
start.
off.
He's like, oh, that's just, there's no art.
Okay, and I'm.
Hold
Sister,
on.
can you walk?
She's
I'm
unconscious.
passed out,
Yeah.
baby.
He goes, hold on. It's very important when you do this, you gotta sign your work. And he licks some blood off the floor and he writes Merrivac in blood on Sister Bernadetta's
Oh no!
arm.
If he's going to touch, like I'm pulling, because lepers.
Yeah.
Lepers.
Yeah.
No.
He goes,
No. No.
well,
Okay, I can sling the sister over one shoulder, and then I'm looking at Renaud. What's your size?
65.
65.
plus chainmail.
Yeah, plus chainmail.
And a shield. And a sword.
Okay,
You're welcome.
okay, no, I have
Are
to.
you ready to go?
I have to fireman lift you.
Go.
Okay, that. All right.
Can I keep the hand?
Oh God, you burn it.
Well, no, I'm gonna use it in the ritual tomorrow.
Oh great. No, it's cursed. Remember? That's why I'm bringing you the skin. Okay, I'm fireman lifting you. Trying to get you under one arm.
As you're like lifting everything, he starts going into how you can, a curse is a perfect Trojan horse.
I am size 55, which is
Yeah,
really
yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
You're surprised
You're not tiny.
Like,
I covered in chainmail with the
No, it's true. I just saw myself as a 40,
You start
so I
lugging
don't
them out
know.
of the boat,
This is
and you're
hell. I
You're
don't
not
know
hard enough.
how the frick am I gonna get them
Or
down that
Eloise.
ladder.
That's gonna be the fun part. I hear a splash coming.
Eloise is teeny.
I'll have to do them one at a time. Okay,
As
no,
you get up to the top, like the lepers just sort of part. They don't want to be touched. They're like freaked out by all this.
Yeah, good.
Valid.
Good. I'm feeling worse. F them. Okay, yeah.
Details I don't want to care about. You get them in the boat somehow.
There's bruises.
It takes a surprising amount of time.
Yeah.
Uh,
I get to row back on my own. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Have fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
you start to row back, and you look up, and Merrivac is holding the hand and is waving the hand. I'll see you tomorrow.
I want to give you advantage for that.
It's a bonus die in the
Yeah.
system, Dane.
Dane.
There's a desire to burn everything. That is
Point of inspiration.
like there wasn't a hatred towards the world at the start of this,
It's developing.
but like there is something that is just
Every time we play one
It
Call of
can
Cthulhu
all-
game.
It can all go away. All of it can go away. I'm not happy.
Something about your character.
You put tons of manual labor at the end of a horrific day. And something about that just chops it off. Crazy guy, there's always just like, I don't give a fuck about you, whatever.
All right, I want to deal, before we end, I want to deal with two things over here.
Okay.
Right now,
Yes.
I'm going to make you an offer.
Let's hear it.
Are you dead or are you a thrall to a vampire?
That's an after-dark question. Also, that's an answer for like private messages.
No.
Let's do it.
I like to be surprised.
Let's get in it.
I think it's much more interesting for him to be a thrall.
Okay, so just to be clear with everybody, we knew that Ren was going to miss a couple episodes coming up.
Yep, there's
And-
some big SCA events coming up that I'm traveling for,
Yeah.
so I'm out for a couple weeks.
And so we, there were a couple ways we could write Ren out of the episode, and I originally thought you were going to be eaten by a dragon, but then things happened and we went a different direction. We have that happening. Okay, so that's good.
A leprous vampire.
It's Fenalik.
All vampires
It's
are.
Fenalik.
It has to be Fenalik.
That's an
Maravik is
idea.
too close of a name to Fenalik.
That's pretty close, right?
Is it close?
No, I don't think so. I think this is his own vampire.
Just separate empire?
Separate vampire.
Totally different
Everything's
vampire.
connected. I've got a red string board.
Occam's vampire.
Did you say a Ren string board?
You know what? I'm going to make this even clearer for you. It's a murder board.
And you're on it.
Oh, that I
You
kill.
are in the center, held up by Eloise's dagger.
I sure hope it's Sister Bernadette. Oh.
Did I stutter? I mean, yes, I
game is
usually do.
This episode has really caused some fissures among the group.
We're gonna work this out later. Don't
So,
worry.
Eloise,
Okay.
We're sitting on a chaise lounge. You got some.
I'm going to make you an offer.
Okay, give me an offer.
Do you
Dead or thrall?
escape from Ramardi or not?
Ooh, good question. Okay. Calculus. Calculus is happening in my brain.
It's that meme of the lady.
Yeah,
watched
me
all
and the lady with the calculations.
Yeah.
She's too smart. Ugh, never gonna play a smart person again. So.
When in doubt, just roll the dice and then
Yeah,
make
that's
him
kind
come
of-
up with
That's kind
something.
of what I'm thinking. But
Make him come up with it. This is on.
I'm making you the offer, damn it.
Eloise went along because she thought that was her best option, but she was never working. She was never like, I'm betraying,
Right.
she has loyalties. She might think eyes are cool now, but she has her loyalties. So I think that, but also there's the question, is witnessing what's happening valuable?
I mean, the real plan is eat whatever's in that box and then escape.
Okay.
Don't listen to me.
Can I take anything with me?
I mean, he's not tried to take anything from you. You still
From
have
me.
all of the stuff in the pouch.
He hasn't taken anything from me.
Basically,
Like
he
your
brings you back
Yeah.
to a villa
Okay.
in the Venetian part of town
Okay.
and you have a lovely
I
bedroom.
have a lovely bedroom, and nothing's been taken from me. Yeah, no, I mean, I think that
Yeah,
Eloise...
they actually bring you clothes.
Oh. Do they look Venetian?
Yes.
Okay. Well, this could help me get out of the Venetian quarter, so that's hopeful.
Third.
Yeah, no, I think that Eloise is like, yeah, she is going to dress in Venetian clothes, bring her Frankish clothes with her, and is.
So you're just carrying a bag of clothes.
I got a bag of clothes. I got a bag of artifacts. I got a poison kit. I got a healing kit.
All right.
She's
And a
got
bag of holding.
And a bag of holding.
Sling a bag over your shoulder.
I got a duffel bag.
Boy, Santa dresses really well.
and is trying to sneak back. And would have observed as much as she could while she was there. But is like, yeah, she doesn't trust that this isn't calculated on his part to like leave her unobserved, but is yeah, trying to get out of Dodge. Yeah.
All right. So we'll deal with that next episode, but
Okay.
you will escape.
Okay.
The question is just what that means.
Okay.
So a programming note. First of all, thank you so much, Legends of Evantris and D&D Endeavor. Wait, let me go back and find the name. The other person that rated us was... Oh, they erased it already.
They're too efficient. They're too
I
good at
tell
their
ya.
jobs.
And
Who
the
was
other-
the first people
and the
who
other
rated us?
Yeah, but thank you so much for the raids. We greatly appreciate it. D&D Endeavor, I think it was.
Something like that.
But we very much appreciate it. And we'll be streaming on YouTube. Yeah, we've got, so coming up, we'll have After Dark, Last Call of Cthulhu, for our Patreons. And Danny, get ready to,
See some legwear?
Yes. I'm not coming out of that kind of closet, but we are. I will have some random D&D. Well, who knows what game
TTRPG
stuff for you next time. And we also had another person. Maybe that was D&D. Lightning Legends got a Nord Games book. I'm assuming you've already whispered all the pertinent authorities, and all of that is taken care of. Thank you so much for watching and for joining us here on Twitch. If you get a chance, find us on YouTube, subscribe. We're still trying to get to 10,000 subscriptions on YouTube, and I believe we're up to 27 now.
You know, we've made a huge jump forward.
Yeah, because it was like 9.
Yeah.
Well, now we're at 27. That's like pretty
Go
cool.
us.
Yeah.
It really helps other people find us and find our stuff. Similarly, on your podcast thing of choice, give us a 4 or 5 star rating.
Go for 5.
It's fine. Just if you like what we're doing, help other people find us, and those 5 stars really help us, especially on Apple Podcasts. I believe the review and the stars are how they do their whole matching algorithm thing. So don't forget, our friends at Nord Games are offering you the chance to get your own cool Nord Game products. You can use our code CHAOS, and you can get 20% off at nordgamesllc.com. I think they've made that URL better. It used to be worse.
Well, there used to be a /3 that they had to put in.
Yeah, it was like nordgames.com/gov or something. It was a terrible URL. Nordgamesllc.com. Use the code CHAOS. You can get 20% off. I feel like I should talk about Gordon Biersch for some reason.
You know, it's been a long time.
The old days. The old days. So a programming note, next week, we're going to be doing something a little different with Pooja, Ren, and Nick and myself, and maybe Thomas, who knows. We're going to play a board game.
Yay!
Dane, unfortunately, is going to miss that episode. So we will be playing the Final Fantasy Games board game Unfathomable, which is a game about deep ones trying to sink an ocean liner.
Ooh,
with the help of somebody who's a cultist among our group.
Not it.
And then we'll be
Probably
back
it.
for a couple more episodes of this flashback.
that I will be absent
Maybe
for.
1 or 2.
My
you'll be very
lifeline.
present.
Well, you know what? Renan will be very present.
Yeah.
I, Ren, will not.
We're just going to call you Renfield now. That's it.
Oh,
Field.
Renfield.
It was
Perfect.
meant to be.
All I ask is that he's given the opportunity to rip Eloise's throat out. That's
You know
all
what?
I ask.
Vampire? No, go for the teeth.
I love it, and I can guarantee that will be attempted.
I'm trying here, okay? I use the tools that are given me.
As am I.
Internet friends, your presence here means the world to us. You showing up, your bits, let us keep doing this silly stuff and get together and spend time with our friends telling fun stories. And we're so glad we have that chance and can't thank you enough for all of that. So thank you so much for that. Patreons, hang out to find out what ridiculous thing Dane is wearing this time.
Woo!
Where in the world is Dane's pants?
They're right here. They're here. They're on my
all right.
legs. Yeah.
Are they?
They're right here on my
Are
legs.
they?
Do it, Rockapella. Goodbye, internet friends.
Bye.
Mwah.